goofing off.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So we were goofing off. We wasn't doing what we needed to be doing. That's all I was trying to say.
You're so ugly you could be a modern art masterpiece.
Just say it. I got this thing I love. I love this.
Oh, behave.
And then here's just.
You're so ugly you could be a modern art masterpiece.
I mean, come on. How do you? And I hear that Denise has her own theme song now. Stephanie just busted her out.
No, I didn't. I just said, I hear Denise.
And
then he started doing that.
Yeah, who's the one that started with the theme song?
Well,
what had happened was,
you got kids here. I gotta really watch it.
Yeah, thank you.
But it sounded like some 1970s music with some furry carpet on the walls.
Oh my God.
Ron Jeremy and
no, Ron Jeremy is nowhere near me.
I bet if we dyed David's hair dark and got him to shave a little bit of beard off and just keep the little player's mustache, we could pull off a Ron Jeremy for the night. I'll go get him a little black afro.
Oh my Lord. No,
I think it'd be great.
It's okay. Nothing about Ron Jeremy.
Get him a hairy chest
me.
patch, put a couple gold chains around his neck.
Nothing about that is attractive.
Have a reenactment.
No.
Everybody
I
is
just got
like,
your text message because I restarted my phone.
can we say POS?
I know.
wow,
Oh my God.
just now.
You're bringing your key ring?
Every time
You didn't bring crap. Now I'm trying. Now that explains.
Kids, that's the important.
But now that little stupid comment just explains why Alex was like, "Where's the coffee?" That explains it.
No. I brought the coffee. I did my part.
I am so lost
Except you were
here.
bringing the
I turned
key
off
ring.
the alerts.
All right.
Let's go, Alex. I turned off the
Yeah.
alerts. So I don't know what happened.
I'll tell you why I'm here. And these
Look at them
youngsters,
eyes.
these youngsters over here are gonna have to put on their earmuffs. 'Cause
Earmuffs.
this is getting. I'm here for one reason today and one reason only.
Oh, you sound like a pro wrestler.
That's to kill these two. So I'm on
Now if he just leans into the microphone and be like, well, let me tell you, brother, I come here to tear it up.
I'm on vacation, right?
They all
I
are.
work really hard. So one morning, I decided I'm going to go crash the morning show, and then I go, and it was a lot of fun. At the end of that show, this one over here, fucking purple headphones, decides, oh, I've got a headache. Can you cover for me tomorrow? Sure, I'm on vacation. What the hell? I'll cover for you tomorrow. So I do it out of the goodness of my own heart.
And thank you.
Here, I'm going to mute them and let Alex
There's
go
going to
on
be
it.
no input from these two whatsoever. Out of the goodness of my own heart, I say, oh, well, sure, I'll cover. What the hell? I'm on vacation. I'll take another day on the radio. So then, Thursday, I'm like, okay, can't be there tomorrow, Scott. Not going to be in tomorrow. It's New Year's Eve. I'm on vacation, going to go do some stuff. Well, last night, started getting all these messages. Right. This one, or these two, I should say, you got to be on the show tomorrow. Stephanie's got some ditzy looking cousin who passed the bar and she likes English people, blah, 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 blah.
Well, in the redneck world, they don't speak English very often.
Yeah. So, and I, I'm not really into it. And this one, what's your name?
Say your name.
Dernice. Dernice says.
I'm mute. Oh, no, I'm not.
Dernice says.
An R ended up in that one.
Dernice says, well, if you come in, I'll bring my Keurig.
No,
and I'll make you
she
coffee.
said that.
It was her. It was
I
this
said
one.
it first.
This one
I
over
did
there
say
said,
it first.
If you come in, I'll bring my Keurig and a
Keurig.
selection of taste coffees. And oh god, so then these two tried putting their tiny little walnut brains together to figure out.
So
how
it
to
looked
get-
like D's nuts.
So
In the
these two
midst of
tried
it.
figuring out how to get coffee into this building.
Yeah, because they can't just walk it around.
And the last message I got was, Alex, get your own effing coffee. So it's like, all right, I've done that I've done that every day for my life. May as well do it again this time. So I walk in this morning and I'm looking around and what do I not see?
The coffee's over there. She was supposed to bring the
Okay.
Keurig.
I sent you a.
And I got a
message
Keurig, by
last
the
night.
way, in my van that we were just donated. I told him I was going to have it, but I've not brought it down yet. I didn't do
You
what
want me to
y'all
go to the
did.
van and get it for you?
Yeah, you,
But
No,
I didn't do what you did. I didn't
don't
promise
need
him
to.
coffee.
I went and got my own coffee
No,
again.
but the funny thing
but
about
that was
it,
Travis playing around with you.
the funny thing about it is she had taken.
Partook.
Yes.
Dernice.
No. Okay. But
But could you hurry it up and spit it out?
no.
I was just having fun.
Speaking, yeah,
I was speaking into the-
phone and it didn't recognize
Redneck and knees.
Scott, if you ever get, I don't know, 10 minutes of your life you don't mind throwing away.
Well, why do you think
And
I
never
turned my
getting
alerts
back.
off? I
If-
turned my alerts
well,
off until
if-
7:03 this morning or
If
something.
you ever get 10 minutes, go back through that conversation.
Oh no! Why
and
would I
watch-
do that to
watch,
myself?
Watch these two
It was-
trying to figure out how to get coffee into a building. Well, I have this machine and sent a goddamn photo of it. Well, I have these coffee pods and sent photos of them. And they're like mixing it up.
So we need to just open
Apparently-
this page up for everybody to see. But long as
Probably.
they don't have to chime in, they just
apparently,
listen.
Apparently, neither of them have the same Keurig. Neither of them have the same type of K cups or
Hey,
coffee pods.
Can
or
I explain
whatever.
something to you now?
Oh God.
Now, as you sit in your nice office listening to the show, now do you get a glimpse of what the French toast I go through every day?
I don't know why you give them the code to the
And and you add Mike to the mix.
No,
door. Speaking of which, where is Michael? He canceled his show again last night.
did he?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, he was
tuned
worried
in.
about driving for his
Yeah.
folks.
Yeah, I didn't want to tell him I was driving all over the place yesterday. No
Yeah, I was
And
flooding.
what sucked is right after he called it off, the weather actually got nice.
Yeah,
Which is
Yeah.
sad to say.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, you know,
I did my show in the rain. Just want everyone to know.
There was several shows that we've done in the rain.
Well, today, yesterday,
yeah,
day before.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you're-
it's
yeah.
been storming, and
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
doing a show.
But
and
you know, Mike's
You have my curiosity.
Mike's a pilot. He's
Now
not.
you have my attention.
Mike's
Has he
a,
flown in the rain?
Mike's a no. Oh God, no. Are you
If
serious?
he can't fly in the rain, he can't
No.
drive in the rain.
He can't get rain on his wings. Jesus.
where's the helicopter?
No,
sound
but it
effect?
was hilarious yesterday because she was like, I don't know what she was trying to say, but it came out on the messenger as what in the butt.
yeah.
Well, can I just say that's not the first time Stephanie's asked that.
And I was rolling. Like,
You know-
David was sleeping. I'm in the bed, shaking the bed, laughing. So
I've got to figure out what's going on with that mic. Do you hear that you're echoing
Yeah.
through other
Yeah.
mics? And I've got to
It's-
figure out.
It's also weird how I can say Keurig
It's Mike's
into
fault.
my phone and it comes
And it-
up as Keurig, and
Key
for you
ring?
it comes up as key ring.
Yeah. All right, everybody, for just a second, Denise, start talking.
I'm talking and I like it.
Keep going.
I haven't been here in a week, so I need to get everything out.
Oh my God. That goes back to whatever Steph's question was.
Yeah, because it even did it when I sent Denise the text this morning. It even did it in the regular text for
And
some reason when I say Keurig.
I'm going to be hearing that Monday.
Why?
I'm trying to figure out she's questioning stuff. I mean,
I have a dentist appointment.
Oh.
there's not a sound effect
And
for
if-
that, by the way.
That's what it sounded like. It bleeps all over her cuss words.
Yeah, it did. It was fixing them.
Oh, there we go. That's like behind every intelligent thing Denise tries to say. It'd be like,
Really?
or worse.
Ashley's over there laughing. Is
It was funny.
Is it funny, Ashley?
Oh, and then
And
after
Jeff
every-
says, I thought she already had that taken out. So I'm not really sure what, because everything's moving fast here.
The
I'm not-
drill,
okay.
because
sorry.
she said she was going to be hearing that.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Monday.
having your uterus removed makes you forget coffee machines.
Hmm.
Do you want me to go up to the van?
Yes, I do. Yeah, no, seriously. Yes.
On a
I-
break, I'll go.
No,
up to
no,
the van.
now. I want you to go up there and
We'll
grab
go
it
home break
while
just
it's-
for her.
While it's pissing down with rain.
Well, I need Scotty's keys.
Where's the coffee?
Right there.
Right there.
I don't see it.
It's in the bag, right?
Is it chocolate flavored?
That's her.
If it's chocolate flavored, I don't want it.
Oh my lord.
I was very clear. Plain coffee with
There.
no chocolate, no fancy bits in it. That seems fine. And what's the other one? That's
Yeah, I
gross.
need to get that faucet fixed so we can start using it again.
Off you go.
I have so many things I got to do.
Then break into the car. Do something.
Break into-
You said.
Wait a
you
minute now. I don't need a broke
were-
window
Some-
due to
someone
her
said-
ignorance.
Somebody said they were bringing a Keurig. And,
Last thing I heard, you were bringing it, and then I asked last night if I needed to bring it. Never heard anything.
And y'all do know that this is like a conversation that is just eating people's minutes of their life up
But
that
it's
they can't
funny.
replace. Jeez Louise.
You're lucky I stopped and got coffee because without coffee, I'm a dick.
Wow. I would hate to see you as one of those.
Really?
I mean, does it get worse? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, yeah.
We got good morning, Falkers, Mr. Falkers, from Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob.
Jacob in Oklahoma.
Jacob. After everything, he
It's
was like,
still-
"What in the butt did I just read?"
Yeah, it's still echoing.
I know. I don't know what mic is.
It's Mike's.
It's
Fault.
this one.
Hold on 1 second.
It's this one.
Yeah, it's his.
This mic's super hot, too.
Watch. You hear me through that.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, this
Wow.
mic's way hot. If I was.
Right
Oh
now.
wow.
Right now.
I'm just sorry. No, I'm just doing messing around.
I just adjusted the compressor to see if it's any better.
Yeah.
And the only
But-
reason I keep that on there is
Hold on,
if
hold on.
people
Stop,
spit,
stop,
it's
stop,
not,
stop.
you know.
I don't know if it's any better or not. It sounds
It
maybe
is
a
it
little
is better. I adjusted the compressor on
Okay.
it. So now watch Denise
Watch me what?
laugh out loud.
you
But the problem is you don't hear me talking anymore. So there you go.
know we love
now
you, Alex.
David's going to be at home going, Scott, what knobs you turned to shut her up? I need it.
Where'd you get that mute button at?
Every husband in the world's going, is there one of them knobs? I've looked for it for so many years. I've not been able to find one. And she's just rolling her eyes at me.
Whatever.
So do we have any intelligent stuff to talk about?
So wait.
Wrong news show.
Okay,
anyways.
Yeah.
Wrong
of
show.
course, everybody's seen the picture of the Ross, blah, 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 blah. Did you hear
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
got a $1,600 ticket for
Yes.
riding in it last night?
No.
But he actually
Reckless he was trying to pay a bill at the furniture store. They thought he was just messing around because people driving through it is
Mhm.
going to push the water up into the stores.
Right.
And he got a reckless driving for $1,600.
$1,600.
That's stupid.
And not to mention the truck and 2 Jeeps that I saw just like
Yeah, we were
Playing in it.
flying around in it. Yeah.
Yeah, and my
The problem is this. It's private property.
Right.
yeah.
I mean, it's 100% private property. And if somebody was to rear end you in that parking lot, the cops can't write a citation for that. It's
They can
private
do a police report, but
Right.
they can't do
So-
a ticket.
So if they can't write a citation for that from a
So
wreck,
how can they write it?
then how are you going to write a citation for another moving violation on private property?
Right.
You might be able to charge somebody with a violent crime
Right.
on private property, but how are you going to charge that on private property?
Yeah, it's crazy.
What is a Ross?
It's a store.
TJ
Clothing
Maxx,
store.
Ross,
Are they profitable?
Marshalls.
They're
Yeah.
pretty. I mean, they're pretty.
You
I mean,
think
they're-
they'll even?
they're-
You think they'll even bother fixing this place and reopen?
Oh
it?
God,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
it's brand
will.
new.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
brand new.
Yeah.
But there's been so many things there that have closed because of this,
Let's
this
see,
problem.
there was the bowling center that used to be
There's
there.
a food depot there.
There was a food depot there.
They all
um,
left because of this reason.
Yeah. there was
Here's the
some
thing
kind
that
of
gets me. If
furniture.
they're trying to say that the creek behind it is what's rising up, then why don't they come through and build a big concrete wall?
That's what they're saying. Exactly what. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Well,
Durr,
because federal regulations won't allow them.
durr.
There's there on any state waters. There's an undisturbed buffer that you just can't build.
Yeah, but
in.
I'm saying as soon as where their property line starts, build a big concrete wall.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah, you can't
in
disturb the
theory, sure,
creek, but
they
on
would-
their
they would
property
have
line.
they would have to build it so far, north, south, or east or
Right.
west, whichever way the property lies. That I mean, it's soon the banks of the river break. It's going to find its way. still
Yeah,
into
I
that-
agree.
into that parking
But they
lot.
got to come up with something because this has happened numerous
Yeah.
times. This isn't the first time.
No, it's not. Did you?
You know
not
what they
see-
should have built there is just a bait and tackle store with boats.
Did
you
you
get
not
stuck,
see
you can get out.
Yeah.
the pictures that I posted of it, Alex? Because we.
Yeah, I saw a.
Then they could
photograph
sell
of
everything on pontoon racks. So
of
when
a
the water
shelf
rises,
of a
so does the
parking lot
product.
covered in water. I don't know what a Ross was, but
Did you
Oh,
see
okay.
the one that somebody shared that was like Medea with the gun, and she was like, if I see one more picture of Ross, or if I see a picture of Ross in Covington one more time,
And I've got a police officer saying you can write a citation for reckless driving, even if it's on private property. Yeah, but I would be willing to battle that in court. I would just be willing to be that guy because I can't tell you how many times I've been bumped in a parking lot and they go, all you can do is call cops, and the cops come out and go, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Write a friggin' citation. I have to have it for my insurance reasons.
right?
Mhm.
Now, if he goes and shows
What
that
is-
he was
I'm
paying
gonna
the
look up the
furniture bill,
I'm going to look up the FEMA flood map for that property, see
Okay.
if it's in a designated flood zone. If it is, then obviously they had to buy flood insurance. If it's not, they may not have bought flood insurance.
Right, right. All
then
right, so
there's
what,
And so where is
What-
this place?
what Denise?
It's off of 278.
278
and
in Covington.
Alcovey.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is it Alcovey?
Yeah, that's Alcovey right there. But anyway, if he proves he was going to pay his bill, can he
How's he going to prove it?
a receipt that shows the date and time or whatever?
Yeah, but there's no real proof that's what he was doing at that moment.
Did you just
I just burped.
Yeah, because I mean, when I was standing down there watching and taking the pictures,
I mean, because
there
let me
was-
tell you, if I was fixing to get busted for doing something stupid, I would tell you the same story. I was trying to pay a bill.
Yeah, I mean, and we were sitting.
Wait, what was he driving? What was the guy
Um,
driving?
He just said a truck. They just said a truck. So I'm
But see, the catch is this: if he was in a Honda Accord, it's possible you weren't out there trying to goof off.
yeah.
But the fact that you're in a truck, you kind of look like you're down there goofing off. So that's
Mhm.
going to be a hard one to preach. And then I've got from the police officer, because it endangered the life of others, I'm pretty sure it probably didn't endanger anybody.
No. I mean, there was actually people sitting there when I was down there. They were standing around.
Who's it endangering? Is there a bunch of pygmies from New Guinea down there and 4 of them don't have a life jacket on? I mean, realistically, who's it endangering?
Yeah.
The businesses.
The only thing they could try to do is swear that it was destruction of some kind of property. That's the only thing
Yeah.
their only defense will be that.
Well, and I was watching a video from the nail salon. It was a woman at the nail salon, and a car drove by, and they had to
It was a
like,
black Chevy 1500 series truck, by the way.
run. They had to run back in the store because when a car went by, it all came flying in.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
what they
and
were saying
that's
that when they were doing
right.
that it was pushing the water
That's
into
where they're
the
gonna
stores.
Scream destruction of property. That's where they'll try to get it.
Yeah.
But also the stupid part too is depending on the judge, if they're writing it as reckless driving, it could very well be thrown out of court if it's intended to be for some. It's like DeKalb County. DeKalb County back in the 80s. I'm living proof of this. You can get charged for hitting a parked vehicle.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
I totaled out 3 in one whack. Bam! I totaled out 3 cars that were parked when I hit.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, man.
Thanks.
I was in a Honda Accord. I hit a Z28. The Z28 was parked on the wrong side of the road with all the blacked out headlights and everything, so we didn't see it. And it was on the wrong side of the road, so its front end was aiming towards me. So when
illegal.
which is illegal, when I hit it, it went backwards and hit a 69 Chevelle.
Oh,
So the
God.
Z28's rear end hit the Chevelle's rear end. Mind you, they're all 3 in park, so I want you to keep that in mind. It's not
All
like
facing the wrong way.
it's not like they were in neutral. So the Z28 rolls backwards because the whole front end, I pushed in everything to where the wheels were on my car, which is the Honda. Well, it wasn't my car either, but the Honda's motor was in the front seat with me. I pushed in all the way up into the motor and broke all the motor mounts and the transmission stuff on the Z28. The Z28 rolled backwards, hit a 69 Chevelle, destroyed the ass into the Chevelle. The Chevelle rolled forward and took out a Z24. The Z24 rolled backwards and took out the brick mailbox.
Oh my God.
Can I ask how
I
fast you
totaled
might have been
all
going?
3. I believe I might have been 55-ish.
That's it?
Ish. with no brakes.
Right.
There was no attempt
Wow.
to stop. It was smack.
Mm.
It was car.
Bam!
And before the word car got out of my buddy's mouth, we were in the front seat of the car. Yeah, I slung my buddy through the windshield. Like the windshield went down, and from the top of his ears to the top of his head was outside the
Oh
windshield.
my God.
Yeah. So
Lucky.
anywho's,
Dang.
yeah, anywho's. But anyways, back then you could get charged for hitting a parked vehicle, and then in
Mhm.
91 or 92 they did away with that. And I had a police officer come to my house one time. I had backed out, and dumbass neighbor across the street parked wrong, and I ended up smacking him
Oh.
because he was actually in my right of way, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So what the cop did is he wrote it for hitting a parked vehicle because he knew it was going to be thrown out of court.
Why did they stop writing those citations?
Just stupid stuff.
Stupid.
Like people were getting charged in DeKalb County for, hitting a street sign and stupid stuff. So the DeKalb County cops back then were writing them so that they would just be tossed out of court.
Oh yeah, like I know someone that got a ticket for having their foot on the running board of a Jeep.
And I have a cop who wants to be smartass because he's trying to show me in the book, nowhere does it say private property, but it's the same effect. You got to be smart about this. If you can't charge anybody a citation for a moving citation for it being on
For
private property,
A wreck.
then most likely this is garbage too. And I don't care what your book writes.
Right.
If they can't give a ticket for somebody smacking my car, then I would be willing to battle this in a jury trial and waste
Mhm.
everybody's time and get it thrown out
Mm-hmm.
because that's ridiculous. If you can't protect the citizens and their cars, then how are you going to write that?
Right.
And so this morning, as I turn on the news, I saw one of our lovely sponsors.
Yeah.
Did you see him too?
Yeah, that was actually silly. They tried to send me a message yesterday to tell me they were interviewing him about his cat. And I'm like, yeah, I find that hard to believe. It's got to be for the water because I know on one side where G's Mill, whatever,
Yeah.
has a low spot.
Yeah. So yeah, Rob's
You sneeze and it
performance-
floods though, right
Yeah.
there. Because I used to take the kids to karate right there at Rockdale.
And
Taekwondo.
by the way, this officer is saying nowhere does it say private property, but this is where you have to have the common sense factor. You don't own the road that's private property road. You own the DeKalb County road, or you own the because I was talking about DeKalb County. You own the 278.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you can write a moving violation, but you can't write a moving violation on private property.
Right.
So it doesn't have to say in your book, it doesn't have to say private property because you're supposed to kind of assume that for yourself.
Sorry, I got tickled because Jacob posted instead of free Suge Knight, it's free Bill Cosby.
I'm pissed about the Bill Cosby stuff, man. Everybody last night, the wussification of America, all these women on this WSB chat is saying, this is why women are scared to admit that these things happen because people like y'all dog them out. Really? You dumb biatch. It took you 30 years. It took you 30 years to realize you were roofied. Really?
But I'm sorry. If he gives you,
It took you
if he
30
gives you-
years to realize you were roofied.
Right. But if he
What
gives
hell of
you-
a pill is that?
If he gives you a pill and tells you to drink wine, don't you think something's going on?
Duh.
Like, why are you gonna
Listen, let's just have common sense. Okay, Denise.
Oh, don't even.
No, because apparently you gotta see it. If we're at a party, what did you think was going to happen at this party?
Stuff.
Well, depends on what kind of party it is.
Okay. With that being said,
Is it a white party?
with that being said, Steph, if you were going to a party where Cheech and Chong was, what do you think is going to happen?
some partaking
Puff, puff, pass.
in.
Okay. Now,
Yes.
if you went to the Jack Daniels distillery for a Christmas party, what do you assume is going to happen?
Drinking
You're
of
gonna
Jack
open
Daniels.
presents.
So if you know you're going to these kind of parties, you already know what to expect. So if you're this person that's probably already partaken,
Partook.
when you're this person that eats different colored pills like they're Skittles, then you probably shouldn't be surprised that you ended up taking a blue pill with Bill Cosby.
Yeah, that's right.
Mhm.
You knew what party you were at. You weren't at a Catholic prayer meeting or anything. You were at a party with a bunch of stoners in the 70s.
Yeah.
Well, this actually happened in 2008, the one that he got arrested for. It was a party at the Playboy Mansion.
Duh! Hold on. I just love when somebody wants to be a dick.
Oh,
So if she runs through a parking lot and hits somebody, she can't be charged with video. Sir, hitting a person is a totally different. I just love how people want to take something to an extreme.
Yeah, especially when we're trying to get off that subject
Well,
and
but-
on to funner
But
things.
the point is now you're talking about hitting a person.
Big
A
difference.
person has been hit and not just a Chevrolet hitting a Chevrolet. There's a huge difference. If I have to explain that to you, so
Is it time for a break?
yep.
no, let's go back. So the thing that gets me is it took you 30 years to figure out that you were roofied. Really?
Oh, that's what that was?
Yeah, because she was saying that
This
he
girl's just all about the money, man.
Yeah, because she said that he gave her 3 blue pills.
Okay.
And then drink.
Wait a
gave her
minute.
wine to
Wait a
drink.
Yeah, and
minute.
they
If
gave
you
her-
wait a minute. If you were roofied that good, you're not going to remember what pills you took. Look, we know of a woman right now. I'll probably get shot for talking about this, but we know of a woman right now that woke up. God, I got to figure out how to word this and it not incriminate anybody. There's a police officer, a female we know is living with a police officer, and he's giving her a place to live. He's giving her a truck to drive, just things like that. Well, somehow, some video from this individual's phone accidentally got sent to this dude that we know. Well, that female who's living with that particular police officer was sitting there when the video was sent, and they opened the video up, and it shows two different girls in this video. One being dragged up a set of steps, unconscious, and then the girl that we're talking about is like in the video walking around totally screwed up. Like, and I can't say walking around. There's 2 guys helping her walk. But she has talked about how she's woken up after having really good amounts of sleep, but can't figure out how she even went to bed. She doesn't remember. She's woken up with all these bruises and can't explain why she's got all these bruises. Now, all of a sudden, a month goes by, and this video pops out that accidentally was sent to somebody's phone, and it looks like this particular guy has been roofing women.
Wow.
Then all of a sudden, the phone that has these videos on it before the guy goes to the cops with the videos, some weird text message got sent to his phone and blew his phone apart. Like a virus. So now all the videos and stuff are deleted off the phone. Sounds like something out of a movie,
Crazy.
but
That's bollocks, by the way. Somebody just deleted those movies.
no, there's 4 witnesses right now that's seen these videos. It's
yeah.
intense.
Well, the videos I understand.
They're
but
intense.
The
Go to
text
sleep,
message
Mike.
blowing up a phone.
Something destroyed the phone. Nobody has a clue what's going on, but
The person
The
who was
videos-
incriminated is the person that destroyed that phone.
I'm telling you what, those videos, it gave me cold chills, because knowing that this woman has said, this explains why I was waking up with bruises and I couldn't understand how I was getting bruises. There's a lot of weirdness in this, and I'm trying to cloak and dagger the conversation a little bit, because God knows I don't want to be hemmed up in that crap. But I'll definitely talk about it, because it sucks to know that stuff like that happens. And I just got a text message telling me to shut up on that conversation.
So do you want to go to break, and we'll do the 15 Would you rather's of 2015?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
All right, give us a few minutes and we'll be right back, everybody. 30 years it took these idiots to figure out they were roofied. Oh my God. What is wrong with people? What let me find a song.
crap.
I want a
Yeah, I
song for this.
They didn't figure out a damn thing. All they figured out was I'm jumping on this money bandwagon.
Ching
Exactly.
ching ching ching
That's what
ching
they figured
ching.
out.
That's
But
what
don't
they
they have
figured
to
out.
have evidence
Bill Cosby didn't rape anybody. Anyone that was boning Bill knew exactly.
They knew what they
knew
were doing.
exactly what they were doing.
They're just trying
Just
to
like
get money
just
now.
like Monica Lewinsky knew what she was doing when she was, up there with Billy Bob. And just like Hillary knew what she was doing when she covered that shit up.
That's right. All right, everybody. This song right here goes out to all of Bill Cosby's friends. I wouldn't call them victims. They knew what they were doing.
Damn right. Getting that big old.
What'd you say?
They knew what they were doing. Getting that big.
All right. Let me go see if my wife. Go upstairs. Let's go upstairs. I don't hear no pitter patter of feet. Hell no, you ain't gonna pump them full of sugar and leave them in my house.
Where are you going?
No, they can, but they can't.
To get a coffee machine?
Yes, I will get it while I'm up there.
That's what I thought.
Let me grab my umbrella first.
That's what I thought. I'm going to break in. I know how to run this equipment. I'm going to break in and talk bad things about you women.
I'm sorry, my phone is POS, Alex.
What's that got to do with anything?
Because none of my stuff came through.
Oh, all right, fine. I'll let it go. I'm not going to let it go. Yeah. Hey, are they going to make me pay a damn $5 cover to get into a bar with no Guinness?
I don't know.
Hate them.
Well, all my people better be in free to begin with.
Yeah, because you've got your pass, right?
What pass? Oh, my media press pass. Yeah.
Yeah,
you're
that
part of
says-
me.
It doesn't have a picture on it. Does it need one?
You're part of me. They ain't.
Yeah. Don't for if you can
For all the giving away I'm doing.
just roll it by him. Just all he has to do is run to the store and buy an 8-pack of Guinness draft cans, and I'll buy them as long as he doesn't mark them up to like
Well,
$12
we were
a
talking
pop.
about bringing a cooler and putting some on the bus, having beer in it and putting it on the bus.
Look, psst. Yeah, one thing for certain that they exist is what was just said.
So I sent a copy. I looked up the firm panel, the FEMA firm panel for that Ross, and yeah, it's all in a 100-year flood zone, so they had to have insurance. They had no choice. They had to, unless their surveyor fudged their survey somehow.
I'm just surprised that they keep putting something there because every time there's a business there, it does flood. Every single one. And Shanda, she worked right across the street from it, down there at Walgreens, and so she was out there watching the people act stupid, and she kept sending us pictures and texting us because they had to get wreckers out there to pull some of the people out.
That's what Rob was doing. That's how Rob got on the news. People were driving through stalling their cars, and then they were having to take the wreckers out there and pull them out, and then pull them over to Rob's because they'd have to get them fixed.
Well, we didn't see Rob this morning. Saw Jason. What?
That's Rob's.
I know that's Rob's, but
I never
thought
said
you were...
Rob. I said Rob's.
I thought. Oh shit!
I told you. I told you something wasn't right.
Oh my god!
Holy shit!
He just broke the chair out.
I don't know, but I told you something wasn't right. That it shouldn't be rocking.
He almost
that.
split back.
I told you it shouldn't be rocking. It was locked. Look at that.
Well,
oh my god!
Well, swap it out quickly with Denise's before she realizes.
Look at that metal.
No, dude, yeah, screw that. Swap it out real quick. This will be gold. Come on. Oh, this will be gold.
Look.
I can't even. She won't know it. She'll like, what's
not
going on? She'll just sit in it. No, come on.
No, dude. Look, the screen's gone. That's what it is.
Please.
There's no way of pulling it out.
She didn't bring a coffee machine.
Jesus Christ.
She didn't.
Everybody on video is going to be dying laughing.
Yeah,
it snapped.
That was
come on, put it here.
Dude, there's no way.
She didn't bring a coffee machine.
We got to go back live for a second. Oh my God.
Are you not? Oh,
there's no way. Y'all have no idea. If you're watching video, my chair just broke.
No, it didn't.
Alex is so.
I can't breathe.
He's telling you to come sit in the chair. It's in recline mode. Oh my God, I gotta go get the other chair. Oh my God. I kept telling Jeff Mathias, I'm like, dude, something ain't right. It's making all these noises. Oh my God, that was freaking hilarious. I told Steph at the beginning of the show, I said, look at this thing rocking. It's not
fine.
supposed to be rocking like
You're
this.
Fine. You're good. You're good. Sit.
Oh my
It's fine.
God.
No, go ahead. Sit. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sit.
He's just begging you to sit in it. All right, listen, I gotta play this song real quick while I go swap out chairs.
I was trying to get him to swap.
Denise, just sit in it one time on video.
Do you know why?
No, don't fall back. Anyways, I'm gonna play this song while I go swap chairs out. We'll be right back.
I was trying to get him to swap it out.
Oh my God.
You knowing?
We'll be right back. If Denise wouldn't have just had surgery, that'd be different. All right, we're out of here. We'll be right back. I'm playing If the House is a Rock and Don't Come Undone.
Okay, look. It's a new game.
Hey, there's a glass door right there.
There's glass behind you.
Wait. Where's Grace there? Please stand up from the chair.
Bella.
Look, there's a spring.
I know. Look.
Oh God.
Oh, crap. Where's the other piece? Or was it? Okay, it was right there.
If I could get that out of there, I might could use this one over there on my other chair. Yeah.
They have this new thing that you can put glue on it and then use the light at the end.
Yeah, we saw. I saw that. You can get 2 of them for $20. Yep. Oh my gosh. Whew, that was too much fun. Oh.
Hilarious.
Was that funny, Ashley? Did I miss it?
Yeah, he about went through that wall over there.
Golly, man. I can't believe that just
Was it
happened.
funny? It
Well,
was.
that's an excuse to get a new fancy host chair. Isn't it?
Mhm.
Sure.
Something comfy for you and me to use. Well, he doesn't use that chair anyway. He doesn't know how.
He doesn't know how to use the chair.
He doesn't know how to.
I
He
know.
His
I know.
Mike is not a big enough man to fill that seat over there. And Mike's a big old motherfucker too. And he can't fill that seat.
Damn it, man.
Oh, I can't breathe.
I was hoping the base would
So
just.
hard.
Here, let me slide by you. Golly.
Come on,
And
girl.
that was such
Bella.
a comfy chair.
Good girl.
It was.
I'd be pissed for what that chair cost.
Yeah.
Hold on. Is he grabbing a different chair?
You could ask him that. You see what he's doing? You trying to see what he's doing? You're being watched, Scotty. Oh, yeah.
So this is pretty much useless, sitting right there.
Well, she hasn't cleared off a spot on the.
Oh, okay. So if the Kurg's going to be down here on a permanent basis,
That was friggin' awesome.
You need
Look,
to-
look, it already been rocking. I'm like, Stephanie, this ain't right. And all of a sudden, I went to sit back down and did this, and I went to turn, and it goes, woo.
we need to watch that video.
Holy cow. Hey, that's typically why I tell people not to put headphones on there, but I haven't corrected you on it. But that's why I tell people not to, because they ruin all the wires on the microphones, and then it makes all that noise, and
But then he still puts it.
then he
on
still
there.
does it.
well, I'm avoiding the wires. I just happen to knock it with my head, but I won't put them up there because
It creates bad habits for other folks.
someone's ragging.
No, I've
Jacob said-
just not said anything, but that's usually one of my pet peeves.
Jacob said good stuff. Ha ha. That's a fancy schmancy.
Look, there's an insurance commercial. Watch this when we go back.
You want me to go get you a water bottle?
Steph, there's a sink right there.
I'm just picking at Denise.
Listen,
Go use this.
you
get some
don't pick
water
on
in the
people
sink.
like her because she's not smart enough to get it.
Oh, whatever.
All right, we're back, and I've just hit the wrong button, but let me tell you folks something. That was priceless.
And I missed it. I
Yes,
need to see it.
was. Y'all need
Speaking
to go
of-
watch it on video.
Speaking of insurance, I almost had to make a claim. I was on private property. We'll see if some dumbass will write me a ticket for like endangering people's lives or something.
And they're like, here, Denise, sit in it.
Jesus
Yeah, that was
Christ. I
funny.
have been saying, you know, that sound that we've been hearing was that metal breaking then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good Lord.
How's that chair feel?
Horrible. It's garbage, man. It's garbage. I'm going to fix my good chair that I've had for years. I'm just going to put it back. I don't know. I got to find a base for it.
I say it's a perfect opportunity to buy a nice chair for the hosts,
Yeah.
the people that, you know, the men that are able to fill that seat,
Yeah.
unlike Mike.
Okay.
And the first lady.
So I'll just go cut a
Oh, yeah,
2x4
and of course,
45
and
and put it back together.
Yeah, obviously Crystal. She
And
knows.
I can do that.
Crystal, no, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Dude, you can't even drum up coffee.
These two
I
idiots, let me tell you something. Stephanie is over there going, there's no water for it. It's a Keurig. There's a sink in the bathroom. Get some water. I know. I was just messing with Denise. I said, you can't do those kind of things because Denise ain't smart enough to know you're just messing with her.
Whatever.
Is there water in it now?
No, I gotta.
Did you see her put water in it?
I wasn't
Well,
paying attention.
This woman would only put water in it if you told her to
Yeah,
put water in it.
honestly, I was just
Is it plugged in?
Yes.
Well, what the hell did you plug it in for if you didn't put no water in it?
I've just been sitting here for an hour waiting for coffee to appear in front of me.
Did you hear this? Did you plug it in? Yes, but you didn't put water in it. You thought you were going to
No.
turn it on, but you couldn't because it would take one more step to put water in it.
Well,
How long's
you
it
made
been?
the thing start going, so it was time to go back live.
And it's so
So-
important that we have you on the microphone.
How long's it been in your van?
2 days.
2 days. You
Ooh.
might want to run
Yeah,
a
you gotta
little
run.
water through it
And
before,
on top of that, I don't know how long it was in my brother-in-law's garage.
before somebody makes me coffee.
You said you wanted it black.
Well, not murky. I mean,
What did you just say? Oh crap about?
The pots that I brought is not going to work in it because this is the one that uses
The big one.
Hey, let's get back to a radio show, and on our next break, we'll figure out how to tear something else up. Anybody that wants to see something funny, go back and watch a video where I sat down in the chair and it just about dumped me backwards. That would have been funny.
Oh,
Philip Snow would have got a kick out of that.
does he not have the filter cup?
There's why does it got to be? Does he not have? I know nothing about that damn thing.
Did he give you any filter cups with it?
All I know is I got in my van, Denise, and I looked in the back seat, Denise, and there was a crappy
Do you
Keurig sitting
usually
there,
drive your
Denise.
van, sir? That's
My
why I
wife-
was asking.
My wife drove it to her brother-in-law, her brother's house, and Ashley's fixing to get something off that damn shelf. I don't know what she's after.
She's after the cupcake.
Look at that smile. You're busted. I saw you. You were trying to steal some cupcakes and you busted. I saw you doing it. Look,
She's pointing back at
Ashley's
you.
got that shit-eating grin like a jackass eating briars. I busted you. She knows she's busted. I wish y'all could see this. This
Okay.
little girl sitting in this wheelchair and she just thought that she was going to steal some damn cupcakes.
Here's
What do you
what's
think?
up.
You're in a wheelchair and you're entitled to a cupcake, Ashley?
Here's what's gonna happen.
Entitlement again.
Here's what's gonna happen.
Uh-oh.
I can guarantee you, Crystal was nice enough to make some coffee. So what I'll do?
Run upstairs. There's
is
some left over.
I will run
Right.
upstairs and get coffee. Ren and Stimpy here.
You know, my question is: are they Ren and Stimpy? Are they Beavis and Butthead? Are they
Laurel
Popeye,
and Hardy.
Popeye and olive
Yeah,
oil,
I mean,
or in
they're
this
all-
case, Brutus and
They're
olive
all
oil?
synonymous with each other.
I
But
mean,
these two.
Laurel and Hardy.
Pinky.
oh yeah,
and-
Loyal and Hardy.
Yeah, Pinky and Perky here.
But wait a minute.
Watch out. Need to watch out tonight.
Oh,
But wasn't
no.
wasn't
No. That's not fair because Denise isn't going to be.
wasn't Laurel and Hardy? Wasn't one of them smart though?
No.
Because I mean, with these two, we definitely don't have that situation.
No, Oliver
Right now,
Hardy,
we got Larry and Larry. There's no Daryl here.
Oliver Hardy pretended to be smart. Neither of these two even bother trying to do that.
I am so glad this is an easily offensive show. I mean, people are easily not offended show.
I'm actually shocked your gene pool was able to make a lawyer.
That girl was adopted, fool. Don't kid yourself.
Uh-uh. She's my real sister.
Oh my God, she's defending it.
How is she your sister?
We have the same donor.
On which
Okay,
side?
so y'all are half.
Yes.
Yeah, that's obvious.
So
Did you ever see the Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger movie?
that's what I was fixing to say. So am I the trash twin?
I didn't say that.
You're the one that said it.
not meaning it like that.
I
like,
did not have to say that, Your Honor.
You
I
know
did
what
not
I
have to
meant.
divulge such information. I plead the fifth on the fact that she's incriminating herself.
Have you ever seen the film Billy Madison with Adam Sandler?
Yes.
He's just a complete dropout waster from a
Yes.
rich family.
That's her with Madison the Rich.
No, that's not her. That's not her. Billy Madison has a friend who like drinks out of the swimming pool.
Oh, the cross-eyed
That's
guy.
you.
She's like, wait a second, I have with the
No.
straw.
Not out the swimming
So-
pool.
so do
Not
y'all-
The hot
purposely.
tub.
So y'all, both you and this female, share DNA
Yes.
positively.
Yes.
Wow, that's surprising.
It is. I
Yeah,
mean, it's
because
shocking.
actually today is
Who's
Who's
my-
older?
me. She
Damn.
turned 28 today.
My curiosity is, how did the sperm get better? Usually it gets worse. usually it dilutes or something.
Maybe it must be on the mother's side.
Man, what does her mother do?
I don't know. I know
How the hell do you not know? It's supposed to be your half sister, and you don't know what her mother does.
she does something at a chiropractor's office. So yeah. I don't know.
She cleans
lives-
toilet.
Yeah, that could be
At a
it.
chiropractor's office.
Yeah.
How do you not know what your half sister's mother does?
She puts more paper on the beds.
How many times have you seen this female in your life? Not the mother, the one you call sister.
My sister, twice.
The one you. You got the same look. Me and Alex both look at each
I
other.
did not know that I had her until
You didn't have her. Your father didn't either.
I didn't know that
The woman you don't know had her.
I didn't know I had a sister until 2000 and 2007.
That is like a bonus sister.
Yes, it was
Yeah.
a sister that I did not know.
It was a boner sister at one time. That's how she got here.
I had that happen to me on Facebook. I had a bonus cousin show up.
Well, mine.
It's like, I'm your cousin. Really?
When I was 21, I found out I had a 16-year-old brother. So
Yeah, mine was actually it was when MySpace was really, it was when MySpace was popular, and I signed on one day and I had a message, hey, I think
Ding!
I'm your sister.
You have a sister.
Yeah, that's what she said. Hey, I think I'm your sister.
Mhm.
And I was like,
Was her name Tom?
no, her name's Melissa.
You remember Tom on Facebook? Everybody's
Oh
mate.
yeah,
Oh, there we go.
yeah.
Everyone's mate, Tom.
I'm just finding this very funny. Okay, so where's she from?
Not Facebook.
She's from-
MySpace.
She's from Georgia, but she moved up to Michigan to go to school. And then her parents, her mom and her father that raised her, live in Arizona now, and that's where she's at actually right.
Do you
Right
remember
now.
before the show when I asked you a simple question?
Yes, and I'm trying to tell
And-
you.
And I asked you, I said something about, how do you know Alex is coming to the show? And instead of her just saying, well,
Messenger.
he said it in Messenger last night. She's like, well, last night me and Denise was messaging back and forth, and and I'm like, Stephanie, what's the answer? So again,
And that's how it was in Messenger last night. I ended up saying, all I need to know is, will there be coffee there? Is there going to be?
watch this, Stephanie.
Oh Lord.
What skating ring did you used to go to?
What? Hold on. What?
What skating ring?
Why are you pulling sharp objects away
No,
from
I'm
her?
just getting it.
Plantation.
I just remembered it.
Plantation.
So now you choose to give me a simple damn answer. I was waiting for her to go,
When I
Well,
was 10 to
that's
12.
right. I was waiting for her to give me like 4 different skating rings in the time frames in which
Well,
she
it
went.
doesn't-
And
yeah.
then Billy Manson had a birthday party one time at Lake Oconee, and I went to the one out there. And
Well, yeah, it depends on what you're talking about. Roller skating or
Lord.
ice skating.
I just love
Because
the
I went to
fact.
Stone Mountain for the ice skating. Because
Why-
they had a
why-
rink.
hold on.
Rink.
Why do you leave the G off of skating, but you add a
'Cause it's
G?
country.
But you add a G to rink.
You do know that Little Richard has brought this up a long time ago. Stephanie adds syllables to sound important.
Right, but she says skate and ring.
Yeah.
And it's a skating rink.
So I was getting fussed at yesterday, or not fussed at, but made fun of how I say fence yesterday.
Say what?
Fence.
What? What did she
Use
say?
it in a sentence.
Pardon me?
Fence.
Let her use it in a sentence.
I have a 6-foot privacy fence around my house.
Oh, that sounded okay. It's
How
See,
did
I
you
don't
say
know.
it yesterday?
Fence
I get in trouble for saying cooler.
and second.
I'll say, go out there and get the cooler. The beer's in a cooler. And people go, why do you call it a cooler? And
It
I'm
is a
like,
cooler.
It is a cooler.
I know. And
Yeah.
I and
What do you
then
want to say? Cooler.
and me and Yankees don't get along because I say roof and they say what?
Rough.
Roof.
Roof. And then
I'm like, are you a
it's-
fucking dog? What
and
are
they-
you roofing at me for?
they say crick. What is it? Crick.
Crick instead of
Crick.
creek.
Yeah.
And how,
Yeah.
you know what gets me mad? Cussing is cuss and cussing. Why does somebody say cursing?
Yeah.
To me, cursing's like, I wish death upon you and your family
I know.
by the 13th full moon.
Yeah,
That's
I-
a curse, right? I mean,
I say cursing
when
just because it's I
more
guess, a
politically.
British- No, I guess it's a British idiom or something.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe
Because
it's a
cussing
French.
is, to me, cussing. I mean, but I've had people go, it's called cursing. I'm like, huh, in whose book?
yeah. When the
Of course,
kids-
usually when I say that, I go, hey, MFer, whose book is that called? I mean, to be funny, but I'm more into the shock value of why I do things. I mean, that's what makes what I
can
do
see
so
that,
good.
yeah.
Shut up, Denise. Keep going.
So
You get that,
when
right?
the
I say,
kids-
shut up, but then I tell you to keep going.
Whatever.
You know what that is? That's like telling you to run and I close the door and you still try to run through the door.
She almost went through the door over
I
there.
know.
The
So
sliding
anyway,
glass
so when the
door.
kids were growing up, my stepmom, when they would pass gas, my stepmom would be like, "Did you just fluff?" And I'm like, "Don't say that to my kids."
And as odd as this takes us back to the coffee comment, but also brings us back to the Southern way of saying things. Jeff Mathias has no idea that he just pulled this off. He says, I thought Brits drank tea. So he's making fun of the coffee, but do you see he said drank?
But he's
But do you
correct
see the
when he-
point?
No, but he's right. That's actually the correct way of saying it when you're talking about somebody else.
What?
I thought he drank tea.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
I know how he's saying
he's,
it though.
He's sort of right. A lot of English people drink tea. I happen to hate tea. I despise it. It's evil, and
Evil juice.
and makes me sick. Makes me sicker than these two not bringing in coffee.
I brought the coffee.
Hey,
we just
just-
don't have a way to make
Okay,
it.
I've got-
At least they showed up because normally they just don't show up with stories. Why do you keep giving me the
It's
finger?
the last day of the year. I have to.
We do
Um,
need to talk about some of the crazy things that's happened over
Don't
the
do
year. by the
now
way.
or
Yeah.
nevers or whatever the hell it is you're
Whatever.
playing.
Now or never.
I got somebody.
That's a tattoo
That's
studio.
a plug for our sponsor.
Go to Now or Never Tattoos for your tattoo
That was a good one.
pleasures.
I had somebody say, have Alex watch Jeff Foxworthy or Larry the Cable Guy if he hasn't seen them.
Oh
Yeah, I've seen both of those people.
I don't find them funny.
They're not funny in
stupid.
the least.
I
Jeff-
think they're hilarious, but they
Jeff Foxworthy
exploit
has
them.
one bit, and that's it. And he's been doing it for the last 20 years.
might
And
be
it's
around
time to
that.
Yeah.
it's time to retire.
But what they're doing is they're taking the normal redneck problems. I wouldn't even call them normal redneck problems, but just normal redneck things, normal country things, and they're exploiting it to Yankees is all they're really doing.
It's been going on too long.
You know what we need? We need like somebody from the South Bronx to come down. You know you're a Yankee, and let us laugh at them.
My dad could probably do it.
Now that what's his name? Jeff Dunham that has
Yeah, the
the
ventriloquist.
yeah. Now he's hilarious. He's
Mhm.
funny.
Have you seen him?
No,
Ahmed.
no.
I killed you.
Me and Jeff Mathias was watching him in the '90s when it was just him and Peanut.
Have you seen him?
Wow.
Yeah, that's when he first came out because for years and years and years, the over his head, man, we were doing that back in the '90s.
Oh yeah, we
1991, that was easy peasy. All right, do we got any stories? Anybody actually got any stuff today?
I was reading a story while I was stuck in the house with my sixth son.
Children's?
My children's that over in, I have to pull it up again, but a couple paid $100,000 to have their dog cloned after it died. And there's been 2 successful puppies born from cloning their dog. Would you do that?
Can I ask a question? Y'all are dog lovers, and I gotta ask this question because I have fallen under this same problem. I love my dog, don't get me wrong, but I had a Chevrolet truck too. I love.
You want to clone that?
No, and at some point I decided that I wasn't putting any more money in this truck because it was still going to be a 77 piece of crap. No matter how much I put into it, no matter how many times I fixed the motor, no how many times I fixed the transmission, it was still going to be a truck that was never going to be worth any more than what it was worth. Same thing. I got rid of a lowrider. I sold to my uncle. He burned the transmission out accidentally, gives it back to me, telling me that the transmission's acting up. But then when I found out it was going to cost to fix the transmission, it was going to cost what I was selling it to him for. So I just gave it to a buddy of mine because why put any more money into it? So the point I'm getting at is this, like when my dog got hurt, I spent $800 to fix her. And then due to other things, you know, it was another couple hundred here and another. It ended up being $2,300. I'm like, I could have got another dog.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, do we put too much of a humanistic, if you will even use that word, on our dogs? Like, that's not our child. Why would you put that kind of money into a dog? And the same thing, why would you clone a dog? Just go get another dog. You can spend $100,000 to try to clone your dog, but that dog's still not going to be the dog you lost. It's just not going to happen that way.
Right.
I mean, did that story get your attention because they cloned their dog or because of the cloning itself?
It got my attention because the puppies look really cute.
That we're supposed to come up on your show. You're supposed to have intelligent conversations. On this show, we're supposed to bring up the idiotic things that happen in the world, like stupid crooks and things like that.
Do you remember the first animal that was ever cloned?
Sheep.
Yeah, Dolly the sheep.
Can I ask a question?
And why spend all that money just to eat it?
That's what I'm getting. Here's what I was fixing to get at. That's my question is if we can clone stuff and it's not costing a lot of money, then why are we not just doing that? But why are we cloning an animal that we're just breeding already?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I guess in this case, it was their sentimental value on this dog, which is ridiculous. If you ask me.
Well,
I mean, I'm not talking about let's have some Jurassic Park and all, but let's bring back the dodo bird.
Yeah, if we could get the cost down, you know, to where, let's say, obviously you still have to raise the animal. Do you understand cloning? Because I don't want you to think that they just magically appear with this.
They ran it through the Xerox machine.
It's not like they put them in a microwave-looking box and all of a sudden this thing comes out. Right. So anyway,
ready?
If we could get the cost of cloning down to where, let's say, you could clone the perfect cow and know you're going to get the most meat production and shit like that out of it. You still have to raise the cow. Obviously, you still got the cost of feeding it and all that stuff. But if the cost of the initial cloning came down and you knew you were going to have an animal that was much more valuable, then I could see some benefit to cloning. Other than that, it's just an experiment in science.
Well,
that's it.
This lab, bless you.
Well, if you spend all the money to clone it and then you use it with like the perfect genes, the perfect DNA, the perfect everything, you use it to breed normal, that doesn't cost you that much money animals, then I get it.
Yeah.
Sort of, kind of. I get it.
Well, this lab's in South Korea, and these two dogs were experiment. It reminds me of Lilo and Stitch, but experiment 746 and 747. So 745 people have already paid $100,000 to clone their dogs.
Probably, yeah.
And so, I mean, this lab ain't hurting for money.
Just to beat them when they bark too much.
It just doesn't make sense to me. I just don't understand.
No, it makes no sense.
But my
to me.
friend Billy used it the other day. Is the squeeze worth the juice? You're going to go through all the effort to get. You're going to squeeze 14 oranges to try to get 3 sips of orange juice. Is it really worth it? So that's my thought. Is why would you do that? Not to touch a sore subject, but a friend of mine bought a German Shepherd, and now they're saying it's like $3,000 or whatever because she has hip dysplasia. And I'm thinking, Jesus Christ.
Well, it's not. It's $100 to have her euthanized.
That's kind of my point.
That's what I was gonna...
It's about that long sometimes.
To me, you
in
let
the
her.
backyard.
To me, you know, my German Shepherd started having hip problems when she was already 10. And apparently she had them, and nobody called it till she was 10. I guess when I started doing dog rescue all those years back, I started looking at we as pet owners are keeping pets alive for us, not for the pet.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the quality of life? And I'm not talking about this person's German Shepherd having a bad life because this dog's not in bad shape. I mean, in general, I didn't want anybody to get hung up on that. But I knew a guy that it's like an uncle. It was a friend of my family, and he had this friggin' lab that was 15 years old that had already went through cancer, and they'd already cut the cancer out. And then he was keeping this dog alive. Like the last year this dog's alive, he was having to help it get up off the bed. He was having to make it take pills. It was starting to poop itself. And I'm like, I know you love this dog, but you are keeping this dog alive for you, not for the dog. that dog's quality of life sucks. The dog stays drugged up. The dog doesn't know if it's day or night. The dog can't see worth of crap. The dog can't even walk outside to pee. The dog can't go smell a nice flower or roll around in the dirt. Why? You just want to be able to sit there and watch TV and see this dog laying there as you watch TV. That's not fair to the dog.
Let me ask you a question. Would you transfer that same philosophy over to people? Let me give you an example.
Yes, my great-grandmother, I wish they would have euthanized.
Yeah, in England, they have a National Health Service single payer. One of the beauties of that is when you get to a certain age, they just say, nope.
Do you know what the insurance company and my grandmother
You're
spent?
expendable. If you're over like 70 and you get cancer, I'm not going to waste damn money.
Is that what they're trying to do with a?
Listen to this. My great grandmother developed Alzheimer's. Right. My great grandfather and her both are put into this home. Shortly after that, my grandfather, health wise, was great. Mentally, he just lost it. Her Alzheimer, when it kicked in, she lost all memory. And then within weeks later, she was bedridden. Then they had to put a piece of leather in her hand where her fingers were digging into her hand. Then they had to do something because she started biting down on her tongue because her jaw was locking up.
Yeah,
her whole body started. Why did we keep her alive?
Because it goes back to what I said yesterday. The United States has these puritanical ideals where we've put. Obviously, human lives are valuable, but are they really that valuable?
Well, I've heard people go, well, you know, she's just trapped in that body screaming, and she is probably self-aware of everything that we're saying. She just can't communicate.
Saying, kill me.
And that's my thought is she's probably screaming, please, God, put me out of my misery.
Yeah.
Because that could not be good for my great-grandmother. She laid there for years until developing bed sores. And I know we got real serious in this conversation, but at what point do you say the quality of life is not good?
Well, I had a Rottweiler, and
by the way, before you talk, I don't know if anybody's ever tried to call in, if the phone's not working. If anybody's trying to call in, text us to let us know if the phones are not working, by the way.
Is this
do they know the new number?
Yeah, the new number, by the way, is on our app. Not on our app, but on the
YouTube.
The YouTube. And I'm going to change it over to the app so you can see it on the app once we 100% know that everything's going to last. But it's 282-1220. So 770-282-1220. I'm going to actually call it real quick to make sure it works. And I didn't mean to interrupt you, Stephanie. I do want to go back to what you're saying. Yes, the phone is working. I just wanted to make sure. That is 770-282-1220 to call into the show, everybody.
Wait, what? I'm going to cut you off. and I don't mind.
This isn't your show, sir.
And there goes look, the first call now that I gave it out just for fun.
Hey, new phone number. I just want to be the first one to call and say, shut up, Mike, even though he's not there.
I'm sure he's listening.
But he's listening.
Yep.
I hope he is.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that is all that matters. It is Mike, after all.
He may not be listening and it's raining.
Thanks for calling in.
He may be scared to turn on his internet. Fat cow, I swear to God.
Wow.
No,
I'm so glad that there's that love you two
here's the
have.
thing. Some states have assisted, they call it assisted suicide. I call it end of life care. And
don't ask me what the hell's happening. I was just turning the volume up. Go for it.
So some states have end of life care, but they all have these rules where family members can intervene. And you see cases like this all the time. A big one was this girl down in Florida. I don't remember her name, but she was in a coma.
Oh, yeah. I remember the one you're talking about.
And there were lawsuits about whether to pull the plug. That's wrong.
Because the
That's
mother
just messed
or
up.
the parents were suing the husband.
Now, me, I have a do not resuscitate order. And if I could write it in, I have a kill me order. Just end me. If I'm out for more than 2 days, just pull the damn plug. No lawsuits, no faffing
Why not
around,
give it
just
a
pull
little
the
bit
plug.
longer?
Well, let me ask you this.
Because I'm the guy that as soon as something is like this flooding, I almost went across the street and ate my neighbors. So,
do you know your neighbors? I know your neighbors and I wouldn't eat them. Your neighbors that live across the street that have all the cars in the driveway and always sitting there with all the stuff in the front yard and the backyard.
Okay, don't know.
Heavy set people.
Okay. Oh,
Like-
they're no longer there.
Oh, okay. You know, when you would come into your cul-de-sac, you were the first left of the cul-de-sac. These people were the first right of the cul-de-sac. Yeah, I've known them for years.
Good eating.
How long have you lived there, by the way?
Oh, since 2000.
Okay. So that was before I ever went over there. No, that's after. So yeah, I never would have seen you over there then. Hey, let me ask you this. You were talking about people. Are you a donor?
Who?
You.
What do you mean?
If you die,
Organ
organ
donor.
donor. Sorry, I should have worded it.
You know what? Good question. Wouldn't that be on my?
Do you have any
driver's
kids?
license?
Yes.
Yes.
Because here's the thing that pisses me off about people not being organ donors. You're
What are you
dying.
gonna do with them?
I believe I am.
You're
but let me check.
dying. What are you going to do with your body parts? You're
Right.
dying.
Where would it say?
They're throwing you in a garbage
back.
can, basically. They're putting you in a wood box and then they're shoving you in a metal box, which might as well be Oscar the Grouch's trash can. And they're burying you in the dirt like a landfill, like a banana peel and a used diaper.
Alex
no,
isn't a
actually
donor.
no. I'll tell you why. Because I'm from Great Britain and that whole mad cow thing. I'm not allowed to give blood or be an organ donor.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a mad cow.
Yeah, that's right. And I also have a term limited driver's
I
license.
have
because
a
of stuff like
question
that.
from a listener.
Wow.
If you had a clone made of yourself and you had sex with the clone,
Oh my
Oh my
god.
gosh.
is it gay or just masturbation?
Oh my god. Seriously.
Well, I mean,
This is a listener is asking this question. If you had a clone, I'm going to reword it because we're now at 8:42, so I will reword it. If you had a clone, well, masturbation is not a bad word, I guess. If you had a clone made of yourself and you had sex with the clone, is it gay or masturbation?
well, actually, there's a much bigger philosophical question here.
Oh my
Because no,
Stephanie's not answering.
because in order to make a clone of yourself, obviously you have to be able to fertilize an egg, right? Otherwise, none of your DNA is in there. So you have to be, first of all, grow old enough to fertilize that egg. Then that baby has to be, obviously born and raised.
Okay, yeah, this is way
so
too much
then-
scientific
so
data,
then-
sir. We just need to know what your opinion
So
is.
then you're banging a much younger version of yourself.
that
So
makes you
you're
a pedophile.
pedophile.
Are you then- yeah. So are you a pedophile or are you actually consenting?
Oh my God, that took it way too
Bill
long.
Cosby.
Take this pill
Speaking of, did you hear
and
about
then turn me in 30 years later.
the Glee character?
No.
That bunch of stuff taken off his computer with child pornography.
Okay.
Stuff,
Yeah,
so he
it's-
was been arrested. It's one of the. It's like Puckerson or Puckersby.
Okay, sure. That just took it really. So, Steph, what's your opinion on the clone?
If
I mean, you've made out with a cousin, so your standards your standards are so much different than most people's standards.
I got to tell you, I would make out with me.
I mean, dude, I've got some hot cousins, and back in the day, if I wouldn't have known they were my cousins, I probably would have crossed some lines and then found out later.
I don't know. I guess it would be masturbation. I mean, I don't know, but I don't know.
And then would you look at each other and go, "Never to speak of this again"? That
Like
was
she
kinda
did
like
before.
that was an accident.
Kind of like that movie. What was Michael Keaton was in it?
Multiplicity.
Yeah.
All right, Denise, where's your brain on that one?
I'm assuming masturbation.
I'm thinking it's just going to be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call her or text her or whatever you want me to refer to you as. I don't know that we
Listener.
actually have a. What is your opinion of what your question is? What would you do?
I mean, obviously, it's two individuals getting together.
It would still be
And-
two grown
and,
men.
Yeah, exactly. They still have their own free will. They have their own
That's
minds.
right.
They have their own thoughts. You may be clones of each other, but you know.
It'd almost be like twins.
Yeah,
It'd still be.
yeah.
Mhm.
Plus, in your mind all the time, you're thinking, I'm banging myself.
Okay.
And you're like, I'm pretty damn hot.
Next, here, let's go to commercial. We'll be back. That was just too much. Commercial. We'll be back.
Wow.
Oh my God. That was so wrong on so many levels. Wow, look, I went just like this to lean back. And that's when the chair did that.
Yeah, it
I'm
did.
surprised I didn't
It was
jar
funny.
my back or anything.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't go down to the ground.
God, man, that was crazy.
Yes, it was. And did Jeff say anything about it?
I'm gonna unbolt one of these other chairs and see if I can get them through into that one or something.
Go on, do it. Oh, I broke my. Oh, God.
You started down here.
Oh, me.
Did you do that? She's had some hellacious gas.
Look at her. She's like, yep, I am owning it.
I don't know. I can't smell nothing. My nose is stopping up. This stupid allergy medicine is not working.
Cool. That's a strong one, too, right?
You smell it?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. You,
Ashley, did you stinky? Or did you just. Pardon.
Just commercials. All right.
Here, Alex, hold that. Ow! Sorry, my schlong hit you in the back. Cut that
Oh,
out.
sorry.
Oh, snaky.
I don't know why I put this on.
Oh my God,
It's the one.
Alex.
What
Morning.
are you looking at?
Do it.
Morning.
What?
That's what it was like, dude.
Damn.
Look, now, this is what I need. If you come up with a bottom, I just need a bottom because this piston's busted. So I just need a bottom to put my chair on. Most comfortable chair I've ever owned.
Does it have to be that wide? Because I don't think the one that I have at the house
What are
is
you
that.
asking?
I mean, the base of the chair. I know it's a smaller chair.
Oh, you're saying that the base can be that wide.
Yeah, 'cause I
But
think it's only got 4.
But if I can take the piston off of it, put it on here. So, that's what I'm trying to get this. I can't believe that damn chair
Because it was what? 5,000? Yeah. It's what?
Sir, ma'am?
A $5,000 chair or something like that? Oh. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Why do you have to put a slow song?
I don't know.
on?
It was the song. It was the song I grabbed. I had 10 seconds to throw a song in.
Yeah, that happens.
And this is what I found.
No, that's
So I
fine.
apologize for this when you
No,
go
no,
back
no,
on.
no.
Although I do
But
like
this is
song.
Denise's
It's a good
song.
Oh, is it?
Very good song.
Yeah, this is All of Me.
Yeah, I do like
One
this
size
song.
fits all.
But all of me, it ties into the cloning.
Yeah, and listen, when we come back, there's another part of the conversation
Oh,
that just got
Lord.
brought up.
If I'm not a fan of kids, right? Don't like them one bit. Awful little shits, I think they are. But if I could have kids that were like all not clones of me, but enough like me that I could tolerate them.
You have to try though, because sometimes.
Well, no,
they
because
are.
there's
Right.
always a woman involved.
We got to go back.
And women are freaking nuts, and the kids
Yeah,
get
they're
half of
crazy.
that. The kids get half of that
back.
insane gene.
All right, and everybody, we're back in the caller, listener, texter, however you want to word it, that asked about the clone. His comments are, "Who knows me better than me?"
Right. This is
Well,
what I was just
in-
it's kind of what I was just saying.
In theory, if you could just walk into the bathroom like it was a clone machine, and two of you walk out identical, then that makes sense.
Y'all would be like, we're screwed.
Y'all would know each other if,
Well,
So
if
me
it could happen that
personally,
way.
I'm not a fan of kids, right? I don't think they're very good. They're subhuman, is what they are. Now,
Wow.
You do realize
however-
you were one once.
I know, and I was subhuman at the time. I think, which is why I think we should have abortion rights all the way up to 18. But that's a
Mm.
different
Ooh-wee.
topic.
Yeah, because
Anyway.
I changed my view on abortion last night after
Anyway,
watching a video.
So I'm not a big fan of kids.
Yeah.
But I am a big fan of me. So if I could now, the way we traditionally have kids, there's another person involved. There's a woman,
Mhm.
and
Speaking of, Denise
as
is
we-
going upstairs to beat hers for jumping on the floor.
as we all know, women are nuts, right? Every single
They
one
can
of them.
be.
Which
They are.
women have you met that acts that way? I've never met a crazy one.
Sure. And so
They're
half,
saints, man.
so half of your kids are going to be nuts. Basically, half of them are going to be insane. The other half are going to be normal men type kids. And if I could eliminate that woman part and just have like kids that are not clones of me, because that's creepy, but like kids who are
yeah,
just,
because that's what's creepy.
like very much similar to me and who I could almost tolerate, then brilliant.
Oh.
I'd have a kid.
And I guess that's I mean, I was raised by a man, by a single
Well,
man.
that explains the hairy knuckles.
Yeah, and I mean it does explain a lot. it does explain why I'm not feminine, you know, feminine. Because I mean I was raised by a single dad. He was raising me and my brother.
Like a tomboy type.
Yes, and I
Situation.
was the only girl. I believe it because my dad has 3 brothers. There was four guys
Mhm.
in the family, and you know my uncles were very close to my age, so you know I got out there and played football with them and played baseball, softball with them, all that stuff. You know,
Right. So
So-
really your interaction with your brothers has more to do
my
with
uncles.
or your uncles and had more to do with how you turned out than anything. Because
Yeah.
you're out playing with them and doing guy things and
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I didn't play with Barbie
I mean,
dolls.
all
I
your-
played with GI Joes, and
Right.
I played with I did a lot of stuff on bikes because I loved riding the bikes with them. You know, BMX bikes
Okay, that's
and
kind of a-
skating,
Yep.
skateboarding rather. So yeah, I was into boy things.
all right. Well, let's move past that.
Please
well,
do.
yeah.
Oh God.
So I have a
Okay. I thought that was would you rather's, and we're
Oh.
not doing those.
I
That's
have.
Pardon me.
Says who?
I will just interrupt you constantly.
Well,
You're gonna have to end up doing a few because it's the end of the year.
Yes.
Well, I have this date in music pulled up for December
Try
31st.
those.
Well,
Steph.
would you rather do would you rather's or not? Not.
So in,
obviously.
in 1984, Def Leppard drummer Rick Allen loses an arm when he crashes his Corvette. He
Mhm.
continues with the band using computer aids and relying more on his feet. So that was one great event. I didn't realize that was on New Year's Eve. I didn't realize that. And let's see, in 1961, Brian Wilson's band performs as the Beach Boys for the first time, earning $300 for a gig at Municipal Auditorium in Long Beach, California. In 1969, Jimi Hendrix's new group, Band of Gypsies, makes its on-stage debut tonight at the Fillmore East Ballroom in New York City. The concert is later released on LP as simply Band of Gypsies. In 1971, the band, complete with a full horn section, performs at the New York Academy of Music. The result was the double album Rock of Ages, which was released the following year. 1973, AC/DC makes their live debut at the Checkers Bar in Sydney, Australia. You know, that's where Alex is from, is Australia.
Because he says mate.
Yeah, because he says mate.
Steph
Actually,
has lost her freaking
no,
mind. Keep going.
You'd have to have read the thing, but it was,
I guess I'd had to have read the thread that you
19
rejects are
Well,
doing.
obviously, mate is a British thing, and obviously the Australians only exist because that's where we sent our criminals. So
exactly.
that's where they get mate from.
1973, Journey makes their live debut at the Winterland Ballroom in San Francisco. 1978, Bill Graham's Winterland Ballroom in San Francisco closes its doors for good after the Grateful Dead play their 48th concert there. In 1980, Bruce Springsteen plays an epic show at the Nassau Coliseum lasting 4 hours, 38 minutes, and covering 38 songs.
Wow.
Wow, could you imagine being at a concert, hearing someone
No.
play for 4 hours? That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because
But it would be, you'd be like,
it
Wasn't,
depends.
Who I wasn't listening. Who was that?
Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, I was gonna
Gee,
say.
thanks.
I was going to say. It's funny. I was
I
about to
kinda
say,
figured
isn't
it out, too.
Springsteen known for just going on for hours and hours?
And he's supposed to be coming here to Atlanta.
No one cares
Then why?
Exactly.
Then why bring it up, Alex?
because he's known for playing for days on end, or hours, not days.
well,
obviously.
wasn't John?
He's too freaking old now.
What?
He'll be lucky to get a good 20 minutes. out of it.
Geritol minutes.
Isn't John Mellencamp the same way? Wasn't he known to play for a long time?
How could he possibly do that? He had one song.
Not really. He had
Name me and go on then.
Jack and Diane.
All right,
Hurt So Good.
never heard of it.
When the walls
Oh, yes,
come
I have.
crumbling down,
I
man.
have heard
Yeah,
so
when
good,
the walls come crumbling down. Pink Houses.
So there's 4.
Cherry Pop. What is that? It's cherry something.
Okay, so
Here's
four
his
songs.
good ones. Here's his good ones. I saw Mama Kissing Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Ain't that America?
Which he could do at least a dozen times in a show.
Okay, you counting, Steph?
Yeah.
Okay, I saw Mama.
no, yeah.
Ain't that America? Jack and Diane.
He's
Make
not-
It Hurt So Good. Check It Out is okay, I guess. Cherry Bomb,
That's
okay.
it. Cherry Bomb.
Crumbling Down. Pink Houses. Pop Singer. Rockin' in the USA. And Rain on the Scarecrow.
11.
And
Oh, I love
those
that
are
one.
those are the good ones because the rest of them I've removed from the playlist.
So
'cause they're
that's like one side of an album for people that can
yeah,
remember back
if
that
you can
far.
remember an
Would
album
that be a tape?
or a cassette tape.
Or a CD.
So his greatest hits isn't much of an album.
It's the
is
greatest
it?
couple hits.
Like I was at my
The
grandfather's the other
CD's
day.
only like $2.99.
My grandfather's the other day, and I saw this friggin' old Craco style cassette player that was 2 knobs that you move the little orange string marker back and forth, left and right. It didn't have auto reverse. It was a cassette player, right? It only had fast forward. Are you not following it all to what I just talked about? Okay.
Yes.
So you're what was more, you can't believe I saw one of those.
Yes.
Yes, it's in my grandfather's closet. I mean, not closet,
the
but
same
his shed.
closet that has the same grandfather that has the 8 tracks.
Yes.
Cool.
She's
Yes.
like, I need to go read his closet.
I got to go over
Well-
there in a couple of days. See,
do-
look at that picture right yonder. So I got to go over there when we leave today because there's a cart that he's given
Oh,
me
wow.
that's in this crawl
Huh.
space.
Can we change the subject?
Well, actually, I do have an 8 track that.
What subject do you want to talk about?
All right.
I need to.
So
I'm waving a phone at you.
Okay.
God.
I was looking at it. I didn't know you wanted me to grab it.
Why would I be waving the phone at you if I didn't want you to look at it?
Hey, call the ambulance for her.
Jesus
Call the
Christ, hold on. We have one that has flown over the cuckoo nest. One that has flown over the cuckoo nest. She has lost her friggin' mind. Where's my damn cuckoo button? Man, I'm going to have to put all this stuff together. Here, this is what's going to get. I'm going to throat punch her. Stupid.
So, Alex.
can I go now?
No.
All right. So, since the San Bernardino attack, there have been people in the government saying that we need to reinstitute certain surveillance systems, right? Like the NSA phone tapping and crap like that. And a lot of these tech companies have been coming out and saying, no, it compromises everyone's security. For example, somebody in the government in Homeland, I believe, said that Apple should build a back door into their phones and iPads that the government can get into to get information if they need to. And Tim Cook said, no, if you do that, it's just going to be a vulnerability that the bad guys are going to find. Well, Microsoft yesterday, actually today, said they came out and said they will inform their users of any state surveillance or account hacking, or if they get a request from the government to access somebody's information, Microsoft has said, we're going to tell them. We'll let them know. I think that's brilliant.
Yeah.
And that's Bill Gates at that point.
Well, it's
but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's
all
the other
the people.
bloke now. What's his name?
And listen, I got to go backwards for just a second. The texter says, I want to know why I'm being referred to as the texter.
Yeah, what's his name? Who is it?
It's Waterhead.
Uh,
He wants
Hey,
his name
Waterhead.
dropped.
Hey, Waterhead.
My other redneck.
I tried to protect people's,
Identities.
I would say reputation, but he's like, well, my reputation's already molested the other one.
yeah.
And Waterhead can't hide from anybody because he's got the tag on the back of his motorcycle
Oh,
that
I
says
thought
Waterhead.
I was about to say.
I thought
what
you were
is
just going to
she?
say that his head's so big that nobody can.
No.
He did get that name for a reason. It's
I
not
used
because
to be
it's
called.
not because when he sloshes his head left to right, he hears water in his ear, Stephanie.
My uncle used to call me Waterhead all the time.
Yeah, but they called you that for different reasons.
Nuh-uh.
His was just a nickname.
So it's
Okay, so yeah.
anyways.
we so went backwards on all that. So yeah, that's really cool that Microsoft is willing to do that. I don't believe
Uh-huh.
anybody should have total access to
Yeah.
all our freedoms. But at the same time, I don't really put anything in my phone that I'm not I don't hide anything.
I don't like that argument. I have nothing to hide. It doesn't matter whether you have anything to hide. Your privacy is yours.
No, I
It's
got you.
sacred.
But I'm saying I don't do anything over a phone that I have to hide because I'm scared anybody can hack it anyways.
I agree. I mean, we know the NSA can get pretty much any
And all
information
somebody
it wants
needs
to.
is your Apple ID, and they're
yeah.
watching everything you're doing on your phone
Yeah.
anyways.
The big difference now is companies are now willing to tell us if we're being targeted because we have honestly, we have a right to know, and we have a right to
If I'm paying you
to
for
defend
services, then
ourselves.
I believe I have a right to know.
Absolutely. And we
Well,
have
and
a
you're gonna
right to
have
defend ourselves.
Everybody jumping over to those companies to use them instead of the ones that aren't going to tell
Well,
you.
they're all starting to come out now. Google have said they'll start notifying users. Apple have said they would notify users. And I don't know. They're doing the right thing, if you ask me. We ended the NSA spying, or a lot of their spying capabilities, for a reason. It was
Right.
unconstitutional, and it violated our rights.
Yes. So now what's everybody's plans?
Spit it out, sir.
I was just going back to
for tonight.
to-
What were you going to ask?
yeah. I saw something I can't discuss over the air on my phone, so I was like, I started to say it, but no.
Okay, I hope Todd's listening, and I'm gonna just throw this out there, and you don't have to do it, Todd, but you might want to consider it. I like Guinness. However,
I'm gonna send Steve a message. and ask.
However, I do not like Guinness in bottles because it's fake Guinness. It's not even real Guinness. The Guinness in the cans with the nitrogen ball widget is quite nice, right? I can drink me some Guinness draft in cans. The best obviously the best kind of Guinness is Guinness in it on the tap.
Mm-hmm.
Wondering what the odds of having some Guinness at the social house would be tonight. Either cans, not bottles, cans, or on tap.
They can't get it on tap this fast.
No, I
Damn
don't
it.
think they could.
Just go.
The only thing that can get dapped this fast would be Denise.
Jesus Christ, really?
Tap that app.
Tap the app. Thank you for clarifying.
Anyway,
I saw that the Rockdale County Sheriff's Office posted they did a ceremony for Todd. Was that yesterday?
No,
yeah,
it was a month ago.
about a
Oh,
month
was
ago.
it? So
Yeah.
that just showed up in my feed.
Yeah, but it showed
Unbelievable.
up. It showed up a couple days afterwards too. So that means it just reoccurred.
God, I
the
hate
feed did.
Facebook. So yeah, they honored him.
Well,
with a
somebody
plaque
might have just
for,
liked it
for
or something.
intervening at the bottle shop and saving people's lives.
Which did y'all know that they
If Donald
closed?
by the
Closed?
way, if Donald Ferguson gets elected in this county, nobody will get honored for something like that. They will probably just get locked up instead.
Yeah, you probably
So-
wouldn't even be able to carry
And
it.
everybody
into
is
the-
entitled to their
but-
opinion. I am having such mixed reviews over everything right now because the
Yeah.
crime rate is it
Ridiculous.
sucks with all the stuff that's happening. And can you blame it on not having enough police cars? You know, I don't know, but there's times when we see cars parked places.
Yeah.
I'm blown away that there's a South Precinct, and in the parking lot that the South Precinct's attached to, there's a friggin' RV that has no tag on it. It's illegally parked, meaning it's not even really parked in a parking spot. It doesn't belong on the property in which it's sitting on, and the people camp in it. They sleep in
they
it. They
sleep in it.
stay in it.
They use it as a business.
They use it as a business, and I'm just blown away at how does it sit there?
Now-
Scratch our back, I'll
and-
scratch yours.
And when it does move from where it's sitting, it just pulls behind the Ingles and they sleep in it. When
or they do house calls.
when they do move it.
Or it comes down into my neighborhood. It
They-
actually comes into
Well,
my
okay.
neighborhood.
Do you know if you come out of your neighborhood and you look straight across Christian Circle, there's the old cul-de-sac to the left?
Yes.
I've seen it over there where they're camping in it over there. It has no tag on it.
Well,
How are they driving it?
who is in it?
It's a bunch of
Couple of males that work at this car
Yeah.
wash.
Well, I've seen a couple of females over
I'm
there.
just throwing it out there like that, Steph,
Okay.
without giving too much of the information. But
Yeah, because
my
it-
question is, how is it legally? Well, we already know it's not legally moving, but how is it moving from all these locations and it's right next to the precinct and nobody's doing anything?
Yeah, because it's sat in my neighborhood for 2 weeks.
I don't
It
understand
was
that.
stuck in a driveway or the day before yesterday, right off of 20 between the right.
No
past
tag,
the
no
Christian
insurance, and
And the
it's
windows
driving
are
all over the
almost
place. And they've spray painted all the windows so that you can't see
except
in
for
it.
the
Circle,
front.
which is illegal.
No,
Isn't it?
no,
I thought you had to be
No.
able to see in.
no. Only on cars.
That's BS. I'm sorry.
Only on cars.
That's-
Yeah,
yeah.
because look at all the stuff that could be in this
Right.
RV.
That's my point.
know?
That's
yeah, but
BS.
that's an extension of their rights. It's an RV.
Yeah, it's
That's
none of our
crazy.
business what's in the RV.
Well, I just know what
They can
my
have whatever.
neighborhood used
My-
to be known for.
What concerns me is how two dudes can live in an RV.
And I got nobody actually works out of the. Hold on, I got nobody actually works out of the South Precinct. They are officers there, but it's a big waste of money. So, but yeah, I
Is it
see
kinda
officers.
like the trailer
but-
that was behind the shopping center for a while.
Yeah, there used to be a trailer over there.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Now I
it's
know.
pretty much the same gist.
Right, I know when I walk out of SunTrust, I'll see two females here and there come out of the side door, and they're just standing there smoking, and then they'll go back in
Wow.
the precinct. But then they get in their cars and leave too. So, and I'm not knocking them for that. But what I'm saying is I've seen people there.
Yeah, but I think like a civilian works there during the day to do whatever.
Right.
And
Like
then
accounting, or well, not
But my
accounting,
whole
but
thing
like
is
secretary.
my whole point is
Yeah.
there's a South Precinct sitting right there where people are coming and going, and then they're eating over at Honey Creek Wings too. That means you're driving right past this black RV that has no tag on it, and you know good and well it's going up and down the roads, and nobody's done anything about it. So, and it makes us look trashy. If you go look at that gas station, there's trash all over it where their trash is not getting dumped. People are dropping their trash off. These guys are treating it literally like it's a little drug setup where I was out there one night going into Ingalls, and it was probably 9-10 o'clock at night, and there's just people standing over there.
Yep.
And you can see people drive up on the backside, slips a little something, and somebody drive off. Now, whether that has anything to do with the RV guys, I don't know. All I'm saying is it makes for a very ugly scene for our county.
It goes back to what you were saying earlier about it being private property. I don't think the police can do anything about that unless the property owner files a complaint.
Right. Oh, I'm sure. But at the same
but when they're
time,
on the road.
but at the same time,
Now, if they're on the road,
That's right. We know
Right.
it's driving up and down the road. Why is nobody doing anything?
I mean, that's a matter of seeing it.
You know?
right? And, unless there's a car on every
Well,
road.
for
every minute
instance,
of
the one
day.
time it was broke down in that cul-de-sac right there at Christian Circle and 20, how did you not drive by and see it? How many cops drove by it? It sat there for 4 days. How did somebody drive by it and nobody do anything? Message. So, anyways, on to
But-
another subject.
Getting back to that, to the Magnet bottle shop real quick. They closed a couple of weeks ago.
Hold on one
and-
second. My daughter has quit going to that gas station because she is uncomfortable around those guys.
Yeah,
Hell
me
yeah.
too. Um,
I'll have to pay attention to this. I've never even noticed it.
Let's
So
let's
by
word
the
it this way.
So they park near the Valero.
Let's word
Yes.
it. They're washing cars out of Valero.
Okay.
Okay. If you are coming from here going to Valero, they are parked on the side of Valero that goes towards Pizza Hut. And they're pushed up against the curb on Valero, which as far as that parking lot goes, they're parked in a driving lane. They're not
Yep.
even parked in a parking spot.
Right.
And they're running an extension cord off of Valero over to that, and they stay there until they have to move it. And for some reason, they do move it. But it's just funny. But yeah, there's people staying out there at all odd hours of the night, and literally you'll see somebody walk from getting gas located close to that. You'll see them walk from there. They step into the other parking lot, apparently buy a BC powder because that's what it looks like they're buying, and then they walk back to their car and drive off.
or some
I'm-
oregano.
I'm sure by this point the sheriff has checked the mag. Otherwise, I mean, if they were a threat or a risk, surely, regardless of permission of the property owner, the sheriff would have intervened.
Really? Just like the same sheriff that's done something about the speeders that come up and down this road? Really?
Well,
Really?
they put that speed thing out there for a while.
Only while the
you
news
do
crew
know
was
that
here.
you do know they only did that while the news people were here, and they kind of did it a little illegally too. They put it out after rush hour traffic in the morning and picked it up before rush hour traffic in the afternoon, and then they turned in their bullshit numbers to Fox 5 with falsified numbers.
So
anyway,
the liquor store closed.
We both
and
have.
I
He
wished-
supports one, and I support
I know.
another. Well, I don't support either the sheriff that we have now or the one trying to get elected. I support anybody that's going to take the office and be held accountable to run the job. That's what I support. I don't care if you could hire the trash man to go up there. If the trash man could do the job, then the trash man should be given the job. I've got 3 police officers that have been texting me this morning, and I've told all 3 of them they should run for sheriff. Because, I mean, even if one of them walked around with their drawers hanging out of their pants and a booger in their nose, they'd still do a better job.
So when the liquor store closed, everything in the liquor store was half off. And I wished I would have known.
did you stock up?
No, I didn't know until after the doors were closed already and everything was already sold. I mean, everything. Imagine the expensive bottles of like
Yeah.
Patron.
All I hear is a kid that missed Christmas.
I know.
I did, damn it.
I don't buy into these half off sales anymore. I was in the shopping mall one time and the store said women's clothes half off. I
Oh,
go,
God.
Oh my God.
I go in there and they're all dressed.
Brother, if you go to Walmart, you'll see most of them women with their
Yeah, you
clothes
can go
half
to
off.
Walmart and-
Now, they're mostly women that you don't want to see, half off,
No,
but it
ma'am.
exists.
And you wonder how the hell did she get in there?
Dude, I'm telling you, the last one that I saw is still haunting my mind. I went in there. There was a girl. She was probably 20 years old, probably 40 pounds overweight, had on some brown Uggs, a black hoodie, a pullover hoodie, and had on some spandex type, what they look like booty shorts.
If they make
But
it
I'm
in your
talking,
size,
I'm
it
talking booty shorts that would fit like the 5'2" Hooter girl, not the 6 foot tall, 50 pounds overweight girl.
just because they make it in your size doesn't mean you have to buy it.
Exactly.
I saw a grown woman coming out of the Quick Trip in a onesie yesterday in McDonough.
My brother wants a
I wore a
onesie.
onesie to his
But that was a
to
party.
the Halloween.
Right, that was
Yeah,
a party.
true.
You don't walk around in a onesie every day. You don't go buy your gas in a
I just-
onesie, do you?
I just had a police officer say, so if I run for sheriff, are you going to be the chief deputy? I will take whatever title I could have. I'd go up there and help straighten this crap out.
Republican or Democrat?
Republican and Democrat what?
Him.
Oh, Republican.
Do it.
Even though I don't put a label on Republican or Democrat, I put on the can you do your job successful? I could care less about what your religious views are. I could care less that you put on a nice, pretty white shirt and go to church on Sunday.
It really
Can you be a good sheriff?
It really concerns me what their religious views are. I don't want some.
I don't want, but I get the Muslim part, but what I'm saying is
It's
this.
not even Muslims. I don't want anybody.
I don't need you being a good.
especially an elected official. I don't want them taking their morality and trying to push
I'm
it down
with
onto
you,
me.
but my point is, I don't need to know that you go to your good Southern Baptist church every Saturday and Sunday because that means nothing to me.
Tennis.
Are
We're at
you
a
going to
tennis
get out
match.
there and be a good sheriff?
Absolutely.
I would love
leave
more
your-
than anything, and I want everybody to quote me on this one. I would love more than anything to see some dude that is retired Marines or retired military police come and decide to be a kick-ass sheriff in our town and get rid of all these criminals. Because you know what? Once you make our town safe, you'll probably start having good people move to our town. But do you know why a lot of the people aren't moving here and moving to Madison? Because they don't want to live in Conyers. Do you know why everybody's packing up and leaving Conyers and Rockdale? Because they don't want to live here.
Oh.
Bring in somebody that's going to make it a little safer.
I don't think anybody can just come in and magically make the place safer.
You
I
come
get-
in and start making a difference.
I get what you're saying, obviously, but if we want, if we're really serious about taking control of crime in this county, then we've got to be really serious about investing the money in it, and we've all got to be willing to open our wallets, increase their budgets.
Start
get
putting an
more-
extra penny on the
get more-
sales tax of
get more-
everything that happens in this county.
It's not going to be enough. It won't be enough money. It won't be enough to provide the level of law enforcement that we would need.
Hello, why can't we just have our cops that are working do what they're supposed to be doing? I mean,
Well,
there's a
I
good
mean, I
percentage of the
agree with
Rockdale
that. If
cops
they're-
I know that are doing their job, but then there's a good percentage that I know of that aren't doing crap.
I agree with that. If people aren't doing their jobs, obviously they need to either be told do your job or
Yeah.
replaced. for
I know
sure.
one guy that works his butt off and gets nowhere.
But it's in this county.
Yet
it's
he
hard
gets
to,
no respect.
It's hard to replace them because our deputies are pretty low paid compared
Yes,
to other
they're
counties.
very low paid.
Yeah. Well, that means we as a county have got to be willing to open
And
our damn
that's-
wallets.
And that's
change
one
that.
thing that they're
Mhm.
they're raising Cain about the chairman of the commission. The
Shit.
commissioner's seat didn't approve giving them enough money to get 5 new squad cars put on the road.
Mhm.
But he
Well,
damn sure
you're
got
not.
a new-
Yeah, but yet he's got a new car. The thing that bothers me is this: we're not going to get any new money coming into this town if we're not a safer town.
Sure.
Right.
So
right. It's
you're not
kind of
going to
a-
get any better tax flow of money coming in if you're not bringing in people. But
Right.
at the same time, if you don't make it more nice and protective, then no people are going to come
Sure.
in. It's a dog chasing its
I
tail.
agree. It's a catch-22. We've got a commission that can't bring new business into the county,
Here's
which means we can't fund our sheriff's department properly.
here's
which means people then start. Oh, I'm going to move out of Rockdale.
listen.
and
This is
it's
from
crazy.
a police officer. The county needs a working sheriff, regardless of any political views. The budget is there. The county cannot keep senior people. Most of the deputies have less than 5 years experience. And if you put new cars on the road, why give them to rookies? And that's from an active police officer right now.
Sure. I
Mhm.
mean, he would know. He's a
Yes.
deputy.
Rockdale.
He knows. He understands the job.
Yes.
Obviously. why give a new car to a rookie? I don't know. I mean, maybe because we have no choice. I don't think we do 2-man cars anymore. But if we want to actually address and fight crime, then it requires providing the department with
the
resources
necessary
they need.
resources. That's right.
Now, I will say that the Bearcat annoyed me because I think that was a complete waste of money.
Do you remember what the money
Bearcat.
amount was for that?
$500,000 or something like that?
And if I
Yeah.
remember correctly, and this is just guessing, I don't remember the numbers, but it was something like 5 people had to go up there to get it, and then there was hotel
Mhm.
expenses
Yeah.
and
What is
airplane
the
tickets,
Bearcat?
and
And it's their armored vehicle. And
Oh.
it wasn't the buying the Bearcat itself that annoyed me. It was the justification that was given. Had they said it's so we can project force, I would be fine with it. But they said, oh, it's so our deputies can stay safe to and from an incident. Well, my question then was, how many sheriff's cars are being shot at while they're going to and from incidents?
For
Yes.
real,
Because
yeah.
if that's a problem, and then we need to know about it, and I fully
Mhm.
support you buying a Bearcat. If it's not a problem, if it's never happened, then that does not justify buying a Bearcat. Take that money and spend it somewhere else. Spend it on, full
Here's
coverage,
the other thing.
full coverage
Why-
body armor.
why did it
or-
take 5 people to go get it?
I don't know. It was a jaunt, wasn't it? It was a.
I mean, because
hey.
I remember getting a phone call one time. I actually ran the service department, and I had to monitor some of the jobs that we were doing for this big electrical company, and we were doing a CVS, and something happened to where the lights that were supposed to be delivered to us through Freightline couldn't make it on the time crunch we needed. So my owner of my company said, I need 2 guys to volunteer to get on an airplane and fly to New York, and you 2 are going to drive back a U-Haul and take shifts driving.
Mhm.
Now, that was us going to pick up a load of lights. Why does it take 5 people? That's my what is involved in this Bearcat? Did somebody drive the Bearcat back, or did they put it on a truck and haul it back?
I have no idea.
I mean, that's the stupid questions, though. It's just like
Yeah.
that's
But,
stupid.
But the thing
Would
is,
they have-
that's the same in private industry or in government. I mean, that's just the way it works.
I mean,
right?
that's the kind of stuff David used to do. He used to just go pick up a
And-
load and
Yeah.
drop it off.
How
where
about
somebody
this?
else-
I mean, that's a minimal cost
From-
compared to the
from
cost
a
of
from a
purchasing
sheriff's
them,
department. Don't forget about the mobile command center that they have also.
which is awesome. by
Most of
way.
the time, it sits in the garage not being utilized.
Yeah, it does,
Wow.
but it's awesome.
Oh, I've seen
And
it.
they'll-
It is
when the
awesome.
Yeah, it
camera
is
goes
awesome.
up,
And they
at,
loan
like,
it out to
Parker.
other counties, and
That's
chances
cool.
are it's being used right now with the emergency flooding and things like, or at least maybe, I don't know, maybe it is, maybe it isn't.
Hopefully it is.
If they have the manpower to run it right now. But yeah, I see places where me personally, I think money has been wasted where it could
Right.
have been better spent. And if there really is an issue in this county of police cars getting shot at, let's spend the money maybe armoring those police cars
Right.
rather than buying a vehicle, which in my opinion is a reinforced taxi cab, because it's when they get where they're going, they still got to get out of the thing, and they're still there with crappy chest plates.
That's what I was going to say. They don't have good body
instead
armor.
of full coverage body armor and enough shields for people to use. Spend the money
Right.
where it's justified.
Well, the thing that gets me is when I keep saying we need to bring in a new mentality of policing, and I love
It's
when
not
I
just policing too.
pause,
either.
please. I love when somebody tells me I know nothing about it. When my grandfather was a police officer, my father was a police officer, my brother just retired from being a police officer. So for the gentleman that keeps telling me I don't know what I'm talking about, you can put that in your pipe and smoke it. And it aggravates me when I have somebody say, well, I was a cop for 10 years. Well, you know what? I've been around cops my whole life. My whole life. I'm 45 years old. My whole life has been around it. So your measly 10 years means nothing to the fact of what I've witnessed my whole life. I've watched how policing has changed over the years. And I love how people try to tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. But when people are sitting behind a desk, they don't see the world as it's happening sometimes. We're out there. The only problem that people want to bitch about, well, them cops are too strict. Well, the only people that are bitching are the people that are either speeding or getting caught with marijuana. Who's going to get, I got a DUI from Porterdale? Well, dumbass, you shouldn't have been
Porterdale's fault.
drinking.
Yeah,
You can't blame Porterdale because you got a DUI.
but yet they do.
You
And
can't
it's so
blame
funny.
Porterdale that you were doing 55 and a 35. You can't blame Rockdale because you were doing 65 on Georgia 20. It's not 65 miles an hour speed limit. You can't blame somebody because you got caught with an open container. You can't blame somebody because you got caught drinking at a red light. You can't blame somebody because they saw you smoking a joint at in front of McDonald's on 138. These are stories I've heard from people. I'm like, how is that the cop's fault? You're a dumbass. You can't blame everybody for your mistakes. If you go speeding through Pine Lake City,
Oh
you're
my
getting
gosh.
a ticket.
Yep.
You go speeding through Porterdale, you're getting a ticket. You go mess around in Peachtree City, you're getting a ticket. You go into Avondale Estates, you get a ticket. But everybody likes living in these areas because it's safe.
Yep.
If you want to live like a thug, go live in the horrible parts of town, but don't bring it to us. We don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
Our property values suck because of all this. The first problem you let your crime get crappy, your real estate market goes to crap. Because people aren't going to start bringing their kids in here when the crime rate sucks and the school system suck. They're not going to want to live here. They're not going to raise their kids in this.
Mm-hmm. The very bottom. I don't know what that is. And I'm sorry to get you off.
Well, they're saying send Waterhead a message, but what am I supposed to be seeing? The last thing I got was my daughter quit going there, and that was from Waterhead.
Send Waterhead a message telling him I'm getting it. I don't know what that
I have
means.
no idea what that means.
Yeah.
either.
So Waterhead, if you're still listening,
Anything
he's
else on
getting
that?
it.
I was going to go out to
Sorry.
a commercial.
I was talking to a retired deputy now who left Rockdale County, and again, we were talking about the Bearcat and where I thought money could be better spent. They agreed, and I was showing them the body armor that British police are issued, and it's full coverage armor. Covers not only their chest and back, but also their sides, their shoulders, arms, legs, and it offers full mobility. And yes, it's very expensive, but for that $500,000, we could have outfitted every deputy with one of these full mobility body armor. Now they can keep it in the trunk and throw it on when they need it, right? But you can also wear it all day long because it is full mobility. We could have outfitted every single one and still have money left over.
Well, and I've had a couple of my cop buddies who saw the video of, God, what is her name? Oh, yeah. Mick, I might as well call her. McClendon. I might as well call her McStuffin. The video shows her clearly disrespecting me. And I had a couple of my cop buddies that got mad because they're like, Scott's bashing the cops. No, I'm bashing the sorry asses. It's just like if you were a trash guy and there's 3 good trash guys and 4 bad trash guys, we're still going to be bashing the 4 bad. My cop buddies that have since figured out what I was talking about, everybody's like, well, you were bashing the sheriff. What I'm saying is this. The manager of McDonald's is responsible for what is happening on the shift because it's his McDonald's. He's the manager of the store. Mm-hmm. The manager of Kroger's is the manager of Kroger's. He's responsible for what happens in his store. The manager at the friggin' Walmart is the manager of Walmart. The sheriff is captain of the boat. And in Freeman, so the rumor is, Freeman didn't tell the sheriff a lot of things and he doesn't know, but he's still responsible for fixing any problems that are happening.
Well, the sheriff is responsible for enforcing the law. He's not responsible for eliminating crime. It's impossible for the sheriff to eliminate crime. The county as a whole is going to have to come together and try to come up with a plan for eliminating crime. That's going to require the citizens, the commission, the sheriff's department, the police, everybody working together to do it. Right. And it's a lot more. It's going to be a lot more expensive than we may want to admit. And it's going to cost more money than we want to invest because now it's going to be harder to, get I hate to say get these people out of the county because that sounds awful, but it's going to be a lot harder to isolate where the crime is coming from.
But the sheriff is responsible for things. For instance, they sit down at the end of this stop sign. Mm-hmm. They sit there with their lights turned off, blocking the entrance to that neighborhood. They just sit there at night because they want to try to catch somebody running a stop sign. So you might get, one every 2 hours that might run that stop sign, but yet you could come sit at this cul-de-sac where we've had nothing but speeding and wrecks for years. You could sit right there for an hour and probably get 9 tickets. So revenue-wise, which one's actually going to make us money? writing those tickets for speeders, is going to make you the revenue to hopefully potentially get you some more police officers and some more cars and add more revenue to you. But also, you're going to stop the speeders on this damn road that have already caused wrecks and already flipped cars and blown cars up and already caused one life to be lost. So in the scheme of things, your people sitting down there trying to catch a person running a stop sign versus sitting right there catching people speeding. What more? Where's your revenue going to be made? He is responsible for that because he's the sheriff. It's his job to be responsible.
And they
for all
don't even
that.
care. I was walking across the street with 3 kids this morning, and there was one that went flying.
Yeah, they
by
don't
me, and I
care.
yelled. I mean, they couldn't hear me because they're going too fast, but
So,
I yelled.
He is ultimately responsible. It's his job. He's voted into office by us as the citizens to help protect and serve our county.
I agree. He's responsible for enforcing the
Yeah.
law. Yeah.
Now, he can't stop the
he
lawbreakers,
can't.
but
Exactly.
if you put enough police officers out writing citations, people will go, man, don't go down Underwood. And then when they start getting them in other neighborhoods, well, don't be going down neighborhoods.
Well, because, I mean, how many people are like, don't speed in Porterdale?
But you know how many people
Yeah.
have come up to us and made comments about during some elections that there was, and I'm somebody's probably going to send me a message and say I shouldn't say this, but there's been rumors of people mentioning comments about, well, when the election, and this is from police officers that have told me this, that there was rumors. I'm calling it rumors because it's third-party information to me. But I've been told from some police officers that he made promises during his election that he wasn't going to have people pulled over to and from work. So,
Well, I believe one of the things he did, one of the things Eric did when he took office was eliminated the traffic division.
that's the other one.
I personally don't have a problem with that because I think that is merely a revenue generation scheme that victimizes citizens. That's my perspective.
But that's our problem.
Right now, from your perspective, obviously on your street, especially with 3 schools,
And it's not just my
yeah,
street; it's other
you
people.
See it, you see it a different way,
Right.
naturally. But there were also, I mean, there are laws that govern that as well, right?
But
They're
they
not
also
allowed to
have that one
generate-
car that they sit out there that has the tag reader on it, and he sits there for
Mhm.
hours at a time.
But they're not allowed to. State law says you can't generate X amount of revenue from traffic violations.
Yeah, but they're
and
not
things like
revenuing any off of traffic like
yeah,
that.
I don't know. I mean, this road with 3 schools on it, I think is
It's crazy.
maybe a special
Yeah.
case. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, it's crazy.
However, I will tell you, whenever I drive up and down this road, no one's really speeding.
Shoot. I saw one this morning as
You,
I was
you
getting
come you come get you a chair. That's what
Mhm.
we do sometimes. Get a
Yeah.
chair and just watch. It's funny. You just have to sit and watch.
I've seen your videos. I've seen your and I said this to you. It's those guys in those 20-ton dump trucks that are the biggest. damn
Yeah, but I've
problem.
got
And
water
they're a
department.
problem
I got
everywhere.
water department trucks. I've got school buses. I've got county, all sorts of county trucks that speed through here. I can't tell you how many police cars speed through here. It's every day, all day, and there's nothing to be done. All right, let's shoot out here real quick. Everybody, we'll be back in just a few seconds. It's just fun in the morning. We're going to come back with some more stupid stuff. We're going to end the year with some what ifs or would you rathers.
No.
I know. We'll be right back. Yeah, I'm getting lit by a couple of police officers now.
Yeah, I mean, with 3 schools there, I can see. What about speed bumps?
They refuse
won't-
to.
Would you tolerate them?
Oh, I would love them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd love them.
Or like those road hump things.
that's a speed bump.
I said the humps that are about as wide as this,
Yeah.
I said I'd love those.
Yeah. I personally think those should be in every school zone.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, those should be in every single school zone, if you ask me, because that makes people slow down.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, like I said last night, I think the only segment of society we have an obligation to provide for are kids. And if that means slowing people down in a school zone, then we slow them down.
Yeah, that's one reason why he wanted us to move across the street so bad is, in the morning she'd be getting on the school bus.
Mhm.
They're gonna have to slow down.
Mm-hmm.
But this morning, as I was getting,
But obviously, the commission have to decide to do that. The sheriff's department can't say, or possibly, is this a state road? What is this, county or state?
County.
County.
Mhm.
So the commission would have to make that decision about whether to put in speed bumps.
Yeah, they refuse to.
yeah, they
Did they really?
I got a.
There's
said
the
it's
problem.
not. It's
When I called the road division, they said that this is not I called it a secondary road, a cut through. And I called it a neighborhood secondary road. And he says, no, this is a main road. I said, this has never been a main road until y'all put schools in. I said, and then on top of that, because we're between two schools, why are y'all not going to put in speed humps to make sure that no kid gets hurt? I said, what's going to happen one day when somebody's backing out of a driveway, somebody's speeding, swerves keep from hitting that car and takes out a kid on the sidewalk? Well, Mr. Spence, that's such a nasty thing that you shouldn't paint an image like that. But that's reality.
There's the problem, and there's where the pressure should be. It should be on the commission because, like I say, the sheriff, he can only enforce law. He can't prevent crime. So he's not going to be able to prevent speeders. The people that can do that,
yeah, but you come on, dude. You see a cop out here writing tickets, you're going to think twice about doing it.
At that particular moment in time, sure. When he's
you see,
visible.
if you're on your way to work and this is your drive through every day and you're speeding every day and you see a cop out here 2 or 3 times, you're going to stop doing it. Yeah, you're going to be nervous.
I don't speed.
I know, but I mean that's the problem. These people,
what you're saying.
This is considered a raceway, dude. They know that they can floor it.
Right.
All right, everybody. And look, I want to read this last text message, and I want to be very clear. This is from an officer. The only reason that Eric Levitz was voted into office was due to his last name.
Wow.
So there's your answer.
I'm fine with that.
I'm just saying that's one of their views.
Yeah. I mean, I'm personally okay with that. I mean, that's the only reason we've had 2 Bushes in the White House.
Well, and I'm just saying that I want to make sure
that's the only reason we have a Clinton running for office.
And half the time people, and here's what I need people to understand. This is a radio show. A lot of the stuff, there's people that call us, there's people that text us that give us a lot of information, and we repeat what we're hearing, what we're being told. And I've had somebody go, well, Scotty, you shouldn't just say these things. Everybody in the world has a right to voice their opinion, and I can all day long voice my opinion. I can all day long read what somebody else's opinion is, and if you don't like it, you don't like it. But you're entitled to your opinion just as these people are entitled to their opinion.
Sure. Speaking of opinions.
For talking about this road, here's how I would approach it. And again, I work in engineering, and we do we do things like this. Right. I would get with, first of all the residents on this street.
Yeah, I have to get a petition signed now.
Then I would get with the school board because they have 3 schools on this road.
Actually, I don't know what you would consider it. Yes.
You're all going to have to get together, fund a traffic study, present this study to the Board of Commissioners, and demand that they install speed bumps.
Right.
Which, with the correct evidence, they're going to have to. Like I said, the sheriff can only do so much. This is the responsibility of the county commission, and if they're not going to take responsibility, they're going to have to be forced to take responsibility. And the way to do that is with a traffic study, and you can even get the state DOT involved in that.
Right.
And then they're going to have to do
because one of my friends
if you can show that these kids truly are at risk, and they don't act, then it's their job.
Well, I mean, dude, you can see some of the videos where these kids are just walking on the sidewalk, and you see the cars just zooming. I mean, flying past.
Yeah, and if
kids.
Our commissioners
do it when they're in the road,
and this is when it's the 25 mile an hour school zone.
Yeah,
they're doing that.
And if our commissioners don't care about that, they need to be made to care about it.
I agree 100%.
They need to be taken out of office.
They need to be out of office.
Really quick. I can't take it. I pay taxes on 2 houses and a business. Property tax rates in Rockdale are outrageous. The commissioners need to spend our money more appropriately. All of the current commissioners suck at the job they're elected to do. Please don't ask me to open my wallet anymore until you learn to spend it on the things that matter to its citizens.
Oh, I absolutely agree.
And that's why instead of making,
but it's the commission where I think the changes need to be.
And that's where I use the opinion of, instead of making any more people that live here per se come out of our home taxes or anything like that, because we're talking about a road that people are coming from Newton County hauling ace down these roads, then why not let these people, when they're getting gas in Rockdale, let them help pay for the roads of Rockdale? People buying stuff that don't necessarily live here, let there be a penny added onto the sales tax of anything purchased in the county.
Yeah,
that way we're not just being taxed as us as the residents. We're picking up outside money as well.
Well, the state's new taxation just screwed us in that regard as well, because I think we're limited now to the because the local taxes now get collected by the state.
I'm not sure. We'd have to find that out.
A portion now gets paid back to the county, and then the county have the option of adding it's a really minimal amount. I think maybe half a penny of a
Right.
SPOS tax to gas sales now. I don't know. The state kind of, I think, screwed some counties.
And look, I
in
just
that
got
regard.
another text message from a dude that's either Newton County. I think it would be Newton County. I almost said Covington, but it would actually be the county. This says if your speeding was happening in our county, we'd have already put a stop to it
Heck yeah. And
because it's.
Or they would have. They would
But-
have certainly tried to.
But quote, that does not happen in our school zones.
Mhm.
no, go ride down Brownsbridge Road where there's the elementary
There's a
school.
middle school and elementary. Yeah, you
you-
don't fart around.
No, even down by
No.
Alcovey High School, down off of is it 36 down there?
Right.
It's don't speed. No.
You know, and I hate to sound like
you know,
we're
that's
all
why I find it so
bashing-
funny. No, we're not bashing anybody. We're reporting the problems that's happening. And the good thing is there's tons of firemen and tons of police officers in this county as well as other counties that are listening to this show, and they all chime in.
Yeah.
There's a lot of text messages, y'all, that I'm not reading because it says point blank, don't read out loud. But a lot of them are saying they're disgusted with it.
Don't get me wrong. I've seen your videos.
Yeah.
I've seen big trucks flying up and
Yeah.
down this road. And there are 3 schools on this road. And it annoys me. It pisses me off because I don't speed, right? I don't do it. And if there's an issue, it needs to be addressed. But I think it's a twofold problem. It would be nice to have somebody here running a speed gun every day. But it would also be nice for the county to step up and take responsibility and realize there are 3 schools here and there needs to be some speed bumps on this road.
It's not just this road. If they just started writing citations everywhere in the county for speeding, people would go, oh, entering Rockdale, we might want to
Yeah.
watch our ace.
Because I've
Yeah,
actually had
I don't
people
know.
pass me because everyone knows
Dude,
that's
there's a
on
curve.
This
Yeah, there's a
road.
curve when you're heading out of this house going towards Old Salem. There's a curve that curves to the right. We see people pass people on the curve,
on a double
knowing
yellow
you could
line.
cause a head-on
Yeah.
collision.
Yeah.
I understand where you're coming from. My perspective is in the morning when I'm driving to work, somebody gets pulled over, and we're talking about idiots here that will pull up, that will stop in the middle of the road
Yes.
to get their ticket, and that just
That's
creates
stupid.
That should
more-
be another
it-
ticket in
it
itself.
should
That
be.
should be.
It should be.
Yeah.
And it creates more of a disruption, and it ends up costing us more, from a lost productivity standpoint than it would even create revenue for the county. I don't know. I'm of 2 minds of that. On major
Right.
state roads, just let us go.
Well, you know what? On Georgia 20,
Mhm.
on Georgia 20, somebody got smart with me and said, well, there's a sidewalk on Georgia 20. People are speeding up and down the road. I said, it's also a 4-lane road with a median.
Right.
If you're walking on that road, you should already know you're walking on the side of Georgia 20. This is a residential road. This is a subdivision type road with 2 schools on it. And it's a 35 mile an hour. And at 35 miles an hour, there's no reason for people to be running 70 on this road. And when it's school zone, there's no reason for you to be running 50.
Right. And that's why
It's kids
There's no
walking
reason
down the
you should be
sidewalk.
running 35.
yeah, I think every school zone should have speed humps.
That's right.
That's what
All
I
right. So
think.
what was you going to say? And then let's get on to something else.
Well, all I was going to say is, as everybody knows, I've been looking for a house, and I've been looking here in Rockdale so that Ashley can finish her school here. And I've also been looking in Newton. And believe it or not, I can find a home in Newton County that is cheaper than here in Rockdale County and more house.
Okay. So to unredneck that, I can get a better deal in Newton County because I can get a larger house for less money.
Right.
Okay.
Well, what that means is, but
I can
How
get
did you
more.
not understand?
You're like, I can get more house
For less.
yeah,
for
but-
less.
But look at
Half off.
the flip side of that is that property values in Rockdale County have risen more than they have in Newton County. That's the flip side of it.
Sorta, because I'm willing to argue that as a homeowner.
Well, I would personally,
As a
yeah,
as a
I would
friggin'
as well.
homeowner, I'm gonna tell you that I'm now living in the effing ghetto because my property
Uh-huh.
value has dropped so much that I would have to almost give this house away.
Yeah.
It's ridiculously stupid. This is friggin' DeKalb County
Sure.
all over again.
I kind of agree, but based on what
West
Stephanie said,
side.
that the indication there is that our
Or south side of
values,
DeKalb
that
County.
means property values in Newton must be a lot worse.
I don't know, because the houses are in a lot better neighborhoods,
Mm.
and they are the
Some
ones
of
that
it.
All right, let's go on to something else. I got a call.
Commercial.
I got a call. No, I got a caller that called my personal phone last night, and I was actually really confused because I couldn't figure out what in the world was being talked about at the time, because I was just kind of lost, because he was like, "Is this the radio show?" And I'm thinking, what? So it was a bit confusing. We're going to call his number back because he actually dialed me again a few minutes ago. And, of course, we were live and on this phone.
It's not the high guy with the cat, is it?
No.
Okay.
The one that walks on his back legs.
Did you hear that call yesterday?
I got-
didn't hear.
I got a video.
That guy was stoned.
They sent me a video this morning or last night, late last night. But I got it this morning of where the cat stands up on the counter on his back feet. His front legs is touching the top of the microwave. He stands up. He's standing up straight, mind you. Takes his right paw, opens the kitchen counter. The cabinet,
right.
and pulls his cat food down.
Yeah.
And that cat has a little bit too much catnip.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, no, it doesn't, because the guy's opposed to catnip. That's what he said. He said, I said, why is there like a catnip addiction? Big problem going on.
He was
right
talking
now?
about some catnip.
The guy was high as balls.
His balls. Those aren't very high.
Rehab. Yeah, I was trying to call. Who is this that called? Somebody had called this number earlier. I'm sorry. What a day.
What's up?
Huh?
What's up with you, man?
Who is this?
This is Scotty. Somebody had tried calling me earlier, and I was
Who's
trying to return
this?
the number.
Oh, Scott, this is Dean, man. What's going on?
Oh, what's happening?
Dean Bennett.
Yeah, what's going on, dude?
I was just going. Y'all gonna be at the social house night, right?
Oh God, yeah, man. You be prepared to laugh your butt off. And you're live on the radio show too, so be careful what you might say.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Say-
can't talk
You gonna
about
play good
catnip.
music?
Yeah, we're getting down there at 7 to be set up by 8. And for anybody that knows how to air guitar and lip sing, I got a contest we're gonna do. So if you can lip
do it.
sing, man, $50, man. Somebody can win $50 that
She's
fast.
mad I'm not going because she wanted me and her to.
So
I
what?
can look like Kid Rock, but I can't sing like him.
Yeah, all you gotta do is lip sing to it. You don't even have to make any noise. We would probably
Well, I'll
prefer
give it a
you
try,
not
man.
to, because there's nothing worse than crappy karaoke.
Shit, I'm gonna get absolutely tanked and do some karaoke.
Okay,
No, I'm not. I might.
okay.
He's
If
like,
you
"No,
ride
I'm
the
not. I
bus, I'll
might."
drive you home. so.
Worse things have happened.
All right, Dean. Well, yeah, man. We'll see you down there tonight
God, I
then.
wish I had a sitter.
Okay, man. Y'all have a good
All
one.
right, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Why?
All right, I'm gonna call. That wasn't the number that I thought it was.
How do you see that screen, sir?
I'm telling you. Well, it's not just that.
Turn the.
Shh, woman, mind your own business.
I'm trying to tell you how to make it brighter.
Woman, that has nothing to do with what my problem
Is
is.
that your old phone?
What it is this, whatever this app is, it overlays numbers to where you can't see anything.
Oh.
That's what you're failing to understand. See where I'm hitting the X and it's hitting a 3 because for some reason this app has the numbers all goofed up. I just love when somebody wants to try to get all up in your grill and get all up in your business and try to tell you something like they know something. You couldn't even put water in a key rig.
You know, there are people out there that do know stuff.
Nobody was knocking you.
What
Are
do
you
you call
feeling a
that?
little self-crippled there? I'm talking about her.
Well, she doesn't know a damn thing.
What do you call those?
2 + 2 is 4.
Vienna sausages?
I just got asked to have you say what they are.
It says Vienna sausage.
Yeah.
What are they?
Her son calls them.
Are they cocktail sausages?
Look where the numbers are overlaid, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
This
Oh,
is
wow.
David from Falconer's calling. If you don't hear from me, please leave a message at the beep, and I will return the call later. Have a blessed day.
This is why I couldn't understand them last night.
Why does he sound
Hey,
so
hey, this is
depressed?
DJ Scotty. Hey, this is DJ Scotty with Just Fun Radio. You had called me late last night. I was returning your phone call. Give us a shout if you're listening.
Cheer up.
All right, you see how the numbers are all screwed up?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was saying it's such a pain to try to dial something from this.
Well, can we
this
call
app.
my sister real quick and wish her a happy birthday?
Write it down.
please?
Don't even call her your sister. You don't even know her.
Yes, I do.
So are you going to
She's-
try to?
Y'all know each other on Facebook.
Are you going to try to prank your sister, or are you just calling to say happy birthday?
Let Denise call and go, hey, I seen you on Facebook. I think we're related. You my sister?
Have you seen my uterus?
You my sister. You my sister. You my sister. You my sister.
I don't know. I mean,
Scotty,
What?
you know exactly what.
It was Joe Dirt. Oh, excuse me. Joe Dirte.
I don't know because I don't know if she's listening. I mean, she usually goes back and watches it on YouTube, the shows. So I don't.
You should just let
know.
Alex talk to her
I don't
if
know.
she
Yeah.
likes
Talk
the
to her.
English ones.
Yeah, because she goes to England quite a few times.
Jesus, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, I do. So are we?
You don't even know her.
Yes, I do.
Have you ever met her?
Yes.
Face to face.
Yes.
Twice.
Skype don't count.
She stayed at my house
Happy birthday.
And
for
she
2
lived?
weeks. Yes.
Man, she's got low expectations of life. How did she become a lawyer?
They're 2 hours behind, aren't they? In Arizona?
Yes.
Maybe she's still sleeping.
Get up!
Hi, you've reached Melissa Kleeman. Please leave me a message or send me a text. Thank you.
It's her birthday.
Mhm.
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
Yep. Sounds like your sister knew that you were calling. Yep. Sound like your sister knew you were calling. She's ignoring you. Okay, go with would you rather?
And a full.
Well, I also have a brother whose birthday is today.
No.
How's he related to you?
He's my brother. You met him.
How many times have you met him?
He lives 6 houses up from me.
Do we want to bother him?
So 3
He's
times.
gonna
Yeah.
cuss.
No, he won't.
Yes,
Because
he
it's,
will.
it's
You've already
raining.
said he has. Or you already said I don't know how he'll react last night.
Oh no, that was if we did the prank about his car, because we were gonna do.
Text your sister-in-law and find out
Yeah,
something.
send her a
Go to
text
go
message,
to
see
a
what
would you
she
rather.
Okay. This is
I do have a birthday when we're fixing to set up. By the
the
way.
19 of the most painful would you rather questions for the new year.
And
Shut
please,
up.
and hey, listen to me. I want you to be smart about this. And if you believe that you've asked it before, don't do it again. Because last time you asked like 3 and you're like, yeah, I think I've already done this one. Well, if you think you've already done it, then don't do it.
This
Are
is
you done,
this
sir?
is-
I mean, that'd be like you remarrying Chris.
This is literally the worst.
I mean, you've already done that.
Would you rather give up alcohol or give up all caffeine?
All alcohol. And we've done that one too.
No. Would you rather commute to work by bike every day or go to the gym 5 days a week?
Well, if I rode a bike every day, I wouldn't have to go to the gym.
Well, duh. That's why it's would.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you
Keep
go
going.
from upstairs to downstairs. Get your ass to the gym.
I need to.
Would you rather bring a bag lunch to work 5 days a week or cook a homemade dinner 5 nights a week?
How are these the most painful of 20?
I don't know.
This is the worst bit you've ever done.
Okay, would you rather be fined $1 every time
Trust
you
me, it's not the
swear?
worst one.
Be fined $1 every time you swear, Alex, or be fined $1 every time you hit the snooze button?
Both infringe on my civil
That thing.
Yeah. They both infringe on my civil rights, and I'm not paying nobody jack
Stuff.
Snot.
jack shite.
What about you?
I'd snooze. Sure.
Okay, we've talked about without the phone or TV, but just spending a weekend, what would you rather not have?
Phone.
Okay.
Because I could veg out watching some TV and not be bothered at all. Last night at 10 o'clock, at 9 o'clock, text messaging was starting, all sorts of stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, y'all know I'm trying to watch TV and relax.
That's why we kept doing it.
Well, you can watch TV on
It
your
wasn't
phone.
it wasn't just you guys. I was getting text messages. So it was messaging and text messages. Keep going.
You can watch TV on your phone. So it's kind of a stupid question.
Yeah,
again.
but turn your phone service. Keep going.
Go vegan for a month or vegetarian for a year.
I'd do a month. I'd never want to give it up for a year.
Volunteer $5.
And there's a
5
difference
hour-
between vegan and vegetarian, isn't there? Because I
Yes.
remember listening to Doc try to explain it.
Because one of them
vegans,
you can't-
vegans won't even wear leather.
Yeah, I'm
and well, isn't it that you don't eat anything that comes from an animal?
Yeah, nothing with
Right.
any, and they won't wear anything that comes from an animal, or they're weird.
Do they get the flu shot because that has egg in it?
I hope.
I remember when Pam Anderson did the whole thing about I won't wear fur, but yet you're wearing leather boots and a leather purse and a leather belt and a leather jacket.
Yeah.
But I won't wear fur. I don't wear animals. Ha!
Stop eating pizza or stop drinking beer?
Stop drinking beer, man. I'm not giving up pizza.
I'm not giving up beer.
What's wrong with you?
Would you rather write a new journal entry every day or start a new diet every month?
Some people actually do the new diet. I don't either. I'm not playing that one. That's stupid.
Get a raise only if you lose 25 pounds or get a raise only if you quit smoking.
Oh, which one, Denise?
Well, see, that's
Which one, Denise? Denise, which one?
Obviously, I didn't read that one first.
Which one, Denise?
Quit smoking.
Wasn't you going to quit smoking
Yes.
during your surgery?
Yes.
After your surgery? Before your surgery?
Uh-huh.
What do you keep going outside for?
Have to find a new job or stay at the same job but relocate to another country.
I don't know. It depends on the country.
I think the country would be fun. Another country. Would you rather get your email inbox to 0 or get your credit card balance to 0?
Credit card guy, but yeah, come on.
Learn how to meditate or learn how to speak a new language?
Meditate. I need that more than I need to know how to speak Spanish.
Would you rather go to couples counseling with Crystal or Zumba?
Or any hot chicks at Zoom besides my wife?
Probably.
You know what I mean?
Probably.
Because I don't need couple counseling. I'm going to need couples counseling after going to Zumba with my wife.
Okay, that's that.
Okay.
Those are stupid.
Oh, and I just got that my brother's actually with my dad working.
All right.
now,
So we got to do a birthday, and I'm not sure should we have Alex ask for her, but Alex is not going to sing birthday songs to her. So that leaves Denise.
Oh, I just turned on the TV.
That
Yeah, they're in a Fox News. They're on a commercial break
Denise.
right now, but I figure it was a lot better than what Denise is doing.
Denise, are you going to sing happy birthday, or Alex, are you going to sing happy birthday?
I'm not singing.
Somebody's got to sing happy birthday to this woman, and I can't because they'll know it's me.
Do I have to do it funny?
Yes.
Yes. You could do it redneck.
Who to?
You could just this person right here. You could just speak and sing happy birthday to be funny.
So today's her birthday too?
Yes. That was not. Listen here, Mike. Have some control over your mouth versus your eyeballs.
Well, I mean, is she gonna answer, or are we?
I
Gonna
don't
leave
know.
So what do I do if I? No. What do I do if she answers?
Who is she?
Wait. Do I even need to answer that question, Stephanie? What do you
Do
do
I just start singing?
if she answers?
Do I just start singing?
Listen, where is the freaking idiot button?
I
Where?
was like, Alex, I zoned out
God,
for a
here.
minute.
Take this. Lean the hell back over here. Come here. Lean your face back over here, damn it. I need to. Golly. Steph. Steph.
What?
We're calling. I asked either one of these two on this side of the table, would they be willing to sing happy birthday? And you're going to ask me the question, well, what do I do if she answers the phone?
Just start singing.
Ask for her by name and then sing her happy birthday. I swear to friggin'.
Don't zap me if I screw it up.
And you see who it is, right? Don't say her name, but you see who it is, right?
Yes.
Golly.
But then how can I not say her name and ask for her?
I'm talking about right now, you retard. I swear to.
Look at Alex's face.
Where the hell is my idiot button? Because I swear to God, you're going to make me choke you.
How do I ask for her if I can't say her name?
You knew just what I was talking about. I just didn't want you saying the name right
Alex,
then.
No.
It's at the end of that table.
No. Because he won't stop. No.
Now, or I'll shoot.
No.
Put your hands up now, or I'll shoot. Put your hands up now or I'll shoot.
Jesus Christ. Oh, here you go. God, Steph, I just sometimes I have to wonder.
What in the butt?
Are you? I just have to wonder sometimes. Jesus
We
Christ.
need to make the what in the
How am I
butt.
supposed to say your name if you just told me not to say your name?
But what were you trying to say when you said what in the butt? When it came out, what in the butt?
All right, I'm
I don't even
calling.
remember.
I'm
Okay.
calling. You ask for
Okay.
her. You sing happy birthday. You say you're from Redneck Birthday Grams or something. Okay?
Okay.
I'm muting everybody. But you.
So what happens if she don't answer? Just start singing?
This person cannot be reached at the moment. Please leave a message after the tone. After you leave a message, you can modify it by pressing pound.
Hey, I was calling to wish you a happy birthday. I told you.
If you got any worse at
I
this,
told you I can't do phone pranks.
you are pathetic.
You are one pathetic loser.
God. I mean, just damn.
No!
Here he is, the biggest douche of the universe.
I told you I can't do phone pranks.
You found it now?
God. Thank God this is the last day of the friggin' year. I cannot believe you. Hey, she was just like, hey, happy birthday.
She's calling back.
All right, I don't know who this is, so talk very redneck when I answer this. Just say hello, really stupid.
Hello?
What in the butt?
Who this is?
Huh?
Hello? Who
What
this
the butt?
is? I don't know. What in your butt?
This is Jacob from Tulsa. Oh, nothing
You-
goes in my butt.
You little staticky there.
Oh, no. See? We don't know. My phone's about to die. Free sick night.
Do you have a
She's
key
not.
ring? Sir?
And that was the number from yesterday.
Call that
That's the
number.
one that was acting stupid yesterday.
That's my brother.
Even Ashley's calling you an idiot.
No.
I could even understand her. She said, Mama, you're an idiot. I mean, she did. It was very clear. It was clear as all get out. Mama, you're an idiot. I'm just shaking my head, Steph. I don't know what dope you smoked, and I don't know what happened to you, but whatever it is, don't do it anymore.
Oh,
Are you talking to him?
No, what does she do if he answers?
Do I say his name?
no, I'll talk to him for a minute, and then we all sing happy birthday to him.
Who is this?
My brother. Watch him not answer because he doesn't know the number.
The RV show starts Sunday, the January 10th, by the way.
Hello?
Hey.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Riding with David. Is this Sam?
Yeah.
Whose phone are you calling from?
You're just so you know, you're live on the air, by the way. We were going to sing you happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
So are y'all
Thank you. Where's my phone?
what do you mean huh?
My phone. You're supposed to be singing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sexy girlfriend.
Did you hear
There,
that?
Scotty just sung it for you.
Are you y'all ready?
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you.
Cha cha cha.
Happy birthday to you.
Cha cha cha.
Happy birthday, redneck brother.
Whatever you are, sexy girlfriend.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you as Alex zaps us with the zapper.
You sound like y'all killing a bunch of dogs over there.
We are. We're not going to clone them, though.
Can we just say that your sister is absolutely insane? Some of the things that come out of her mouth, like she was gonna call a birthday girl a minute ago. She goes, "What am I supposed to do if she answers the phone? Sing happy birthday, Steph."
And then he's like, "Don't say your name." And no, and then she's like, Scotty's like, "Don't say your name." Talking about right then. And then she's like, "But how do I ask for her when she answers the phone?
If I can't say her name."
Oh my God.
Oh, trust me, he knows some of the stupid stuff I say.
I'm sure he knows you.
Oh yeah, because ask him about
yeah.
planting a 2x4 to grow a tree.
Do I really want an answer to this,
Oh my
Steph?
Lord.
Do I really want an answer
Yeah,
for
she's
it?
retarded. No, no, you don't.
Okay. I just want to make sure I wasn't really going to ask a question knowing that there would be a weird answer. But all right, man. Well, happy birthday.
It'd be a weird one.
Oh, I'm sure.
Happy birthday.
Thank y'all.
Happy birthday. Love you.
Happy New Year.
Happy
Yeah.
New Year.
Love y'all. Bye.
Later.
Oh my God.
Oh, and this turned out to be good.
Is that the fun?
Did you do it?
Yeah, I did it yesterday and blew their eardrums out.
Look at
I'm taking it tonight. All right, look, man. It's 10:07. We're out of here. It's the last show of the friggin' year. Oh, you got one too. Don't do it. Don't do it near a mic. It's bad. So we're out of here, everybody. It's been just for fun for another friggin' year, man. Tomorrow, we will not have a show. I might come downstairs and blast a little bit out here and there, but really, is anybody even going to be at work
She
tomorrow?
doesn't even know how to operate it.
Oh my God.
I can't get
Stop.
it out.
Stop. You're not good. You're not good. You're not good at hand jobs anyways.
You got to pump it. Pump it.
That thing Travis has.
Pull it out.
Pull it
It
out.
won't pull out. It won't
Let me
pull
see
out.
it.
People are going to have to watch the video to understand what the hell you're talking about. So anyways, everybody say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Bye.
See you at the social
See,
house.
you
Come
can't
down to the
pull it
social
out
Listen,
either.
listen, we need to take these to the social house tonight, by the way.
I can go to the dollar store and get some more too.
Yes, because that'll be good at midnight.
Get some coffee while you're there.
Hey, at
No, I don't
midnight,
get dollar
at midnight, who are you going to kiss?
What do you mean? Nobody.
You got to
What are
kiss
talking
somebody.
about?
It's at midnight.
No, I don't.
At midnight, you got to kiss somebody.
How is that a
We'll
thing?
find you a hot chick.
I'll kiss you.
No,
Yeah,
hell
we're
no.
on. Oh,
no,
you're a new guy.
we're on.
Oh, yeah.
Mike will fight you for
Yeah.
that. Mike's like, "Oh, lick your face."
See, she still.
I wish Mike would show up. That would be awesome.
If Todd gets some Guinness in, maybe I'll give him a kiss. Who
That's
knows?
right. That's right. All right, we're gonna get out of here, everybody. It's just fun. See y'all 2016. We'll be back. Okay, okay, Denise. We'll be back. We will be back
God damn it.
Monday morning. Zapper, just light her up. Light her up. We'll see you guys later. He's fixing the zapper. Don't come over here. Jesus Christ, don't get near me. All right, everybody. We'll see y'all on the flip side. You might want to watch this video. This is actually priceless. We'll see y'all later. Everybody have a great year. Go away. Have a good time tonight. Be very careful. Be very, very careful tonight. Don't get in trouble. Don't do anything that we would do. Yeah, if you do, do it just for fun.
Be responsible.
Be responsible. Here, I got you.
Be responsible tonight.
Yes.
Be irresponsible tonight?
No.
Responsible.
No, yeah, are we
which
still
means
Yeah, we're still on for a few
on? All
seconds.
right. This is
which
very
means wrap it.
very, very important. Do not drink and drive.
no, do not drink and
No.
drive.
And listen, if you come hang out with us, literally, I'm taking the bus tonight,
Mhm.
and we can always take you back for your car tomorrow.
Yeah.
It'll be safe in Porterdale. Ain't nothing gonna happen to your car in Porterdale.
Yeah,
But
so
if
be
you get,
safe, it ain't
if-
worth it.
yeah, if you get tore up tonight, you can just sleep on my couch. I mean, it's just a whole lot safer that way. You ride home with us on the bus. We never get stopped and have to deal with anything because I'm always the sober one, anyways. We'll make sure that you get home. Well,
Always the sober,
we'll make
never
sure
the
you get back
drunk.
to your car to get home tomorrow. Let's word it that way.
Right.
All right, we're out.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
See ya.
Happy New Year.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.
We'll see you tonight at the social house. God, they're annoying. See y'all later.
Instead of the taser now.
Bye, you guys. Happy New Year.
Hey, let's do a song.
Happy birthday to you.